What the fuck did you just do? Holy shit.
Sorcery.
And that's
Jewish
why
sorcery.
niggers.
That that actually infuriates me. What you did just there with the fucking. I mean, I know you could do, but like making the thing look like this. This is just like it's from a meme. It completely alters his facial features.
Why would you have a seat over there?
Yeah, he sounds like he's some sort of pedophile hunter now.
I mean, how do we know he isn't a pedophile in disguise, hunting other
Please
pedophiles?
take a seat over there.
So he just wants to clear the hunting grounds and have all the fucking, you know.
So it's time to stop talking about Krieg and get to the session.
Or that underage poontang for himself. This is the like first minute of recording this. And I already want to die. Hello everyone, welcome to Shadowrun in Paris. Tonight we have a very special guest, which is a vehicle. And also a very special guest which will actually literally give characters aneurysms if their players move their fucking tokens one more time. So please refrain from doing that.
The car has been moved.
For the health of your own, you know, sort of character type situation. Okay? Yes, advanced audio property. This is sort of weird. I feel like I'm being a bit quiet.
The payload has stopped.
No, it's 100% volume. That's very strange. It's really quite strange, everything. Yes, we tonight are on a very special mission. Small team, small mission. Oh boy. What happened here? It's a very late. It's not a late session for me, but it's a very tired session for me. So I hope that I don't fall asleep. To set the scene, the situation is as follows: the mission that you were given is donation delivery by Herr Schmidt. Description: deliver a donation to the neo-anarchist compound. Now, I've changed this a little bit to make the mission more interesting because it said that vehicle options can be organized. A vehicle option is organized. This is your vehicle option. You are meeting, if you are going to open your maps, you will find that to the northeast there is a little blue point on the map. Just a tradition, like a pin. The regular thing that you find in Google Maps. It stands out from all the others in that it is not round, but sort of drop-shaped, but like upside down.
Okay, I see the destination.
No, I want the destination. I want you to see the starting point. It's on the opposite side of the city from the destination.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Do you all have it?
In the non-terrace, yes.
Yes. Julius and Constantine, are you aware where you are currently located?
I'm in a truck.
No. On the map. Look at the map.
I am on the map. I'm looking at this map right now. Which map? The one on...
At what map are you looking?
I'm looking at this map. The blank map.
Can you post a link?
Yes, there is a link in the Discord server.
Wait, are we talking about the Shadowrun Paris?
Of course. What other map would we be talking about? There is no other map.
Decided to draw one for us.
It's existed for the past fucking year.
The map is older than the campaign.
Yes.
You could have made a new one.
Why would I have invested like dozens of hours of work into this map. Why would I make a new one?
Okay, so I am
to add
at
particle
home,
effects.
yes?
Beg your pardon?
I'm at home.
No, there's the... On this map, aside from the round symbols, there are also upside-down teardrop symbols, 2 of them, which are like the standard map icon for Google Maps. You are at the one to the northeast in Nanterre.
But how do we know what is north?
Oh, you're talking about the starting point?
I'm sorry, did you... Was that a joke just there?
Maybe.
Not you. Not you.
I'm just wondering, does north and south still work in Shadowrun? Anyway, let's
I wish
continue.
I could record the audio of my facial expressions right now.
Don't worry, Krieg. Such
There's an app for that.
Is there an app for that? Is there an app that sort of
I
translates
really would
the
not be
facial
surprised if
expressions
there's
into...
like a if
Is
there's
that
like
called
a
a camera?
AI that reads your face and then types out the whatever it is.
No, but like makes a sound out of it. I mean...
I mean, they got things that can read text, so if you can get something that can analyze your face and say what it looks like and then have it read the text.
I mean, that they already have.
Yeah.
But
So
that's
just have a robot that analyzes your
But that
face and
doesn't
says
really- that doesn't
23% disgruntled,
doesn't
and then
really
it will
fully
read that.
encapsulate the severity of my facial expressions at this moment in time.
This app would be good for
could take a
blind
picture
people.
and
We
then
should
just
do
post
this.
it.
We should make this app for blind people. It would be very progressive.
How would that even work?
I don't know, but we've got a Jew, and
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
when
yeah,
they're in
but-
charge of technological things, it always works.
Yeah, but you see, what if the blind person has the camera wrong way around? How would I know?
I mean,
Well, then the
cameras
robot
already
will-
have the ability to reorient images.
Yeah, and then
No,
the
no, no,
bot
but-
will say that you're looking the wrong way, dipstick. Just because they're blind doesn't mean.
But
we
what
have
if
to
they're
pay them.
deaf as well?
Well, I mean, then they're just sort of fucked, innit?
No, they would you just have to rely on sensor on touch.
Yeah, but I mean, then you couldn't do that for them. But this is an app for the blind,
No.
not an app for the deaf and blind.
Yeah, but we're
Oh,
gonna get
that would
sued.
be a very difficult app to make.
Or
but we're
you
gonna
could
get-
just sort of you'd have a camera installed in their eyes, which they don't need, and at all times they're sort of touching a round ball, and that round ball adopts facial features when the camera looks at
Wait,
someone's face.
Where is the ball?
In their hands. They just carry it. Maybe we strap it like to their stomach or like to their belly.
Can't we just take the eye, the camera, just connect it to the brain?
No, we can't do that because electrical signals that transmit data that computers can read don't. I mean, we'd need to be able to transform this into a signal that electrochemical neural processes could decode and translate into useful information.
Yeah, but we just need
Doable
digital.
in Shadowrun, surely it's possible in real life.
Yeah, but we just need a digital to neurochemical converter.
Yeah, that's just the one thing we need. If it's just gotta fucking just mark it, and next to the cheese and the old country ham, you're gonna find someone who just sells fucking data to neural converters, and you
I
can
mean, why
just sort
not?
of take your bit of copper and stick it in your brain, and then you can
that-
listen to the
Man,
radio.
that's so steampunk!
I mean, Crick, has anyone actually tested that?
I'm pretty sure that has been tested.
But has it been tested multiple times scientifically?
I'm 100% certain that has been tested multiple times scientifically a long time ago.
Can you send me some studies about it?
Use Google, you fucking...
But
Can
Google
I
doesn't.
use-
The
can I
Google
use
doesn't
a
exist in
racial slur,
Shadowrun.
Krieg? Can I use a bad racial slur for this situation?
It depends. Is he white? Is he black?
He's
I
a
mean-
Swede.
Yeah, Swedes
Oh,
are
no.
white. It's okay to insult Swedes.
They're
Well,
not white.
not anymore. You see,
They're not white. You know the lay 56% meme?
Swedes are the
They're
definition
fucking
of
lay
white.
30%.
Swedes are the like the white. No, the only whiter people than Swedes are the Sami.
The only white
And
person
there are
in
Sami
Sweden,
in Sweden.
the only white person in Sweden is PewDiePie because he's a saint.
He
But
lives
it-
in
it-
Britain.
No, PewDiePie is a Swede.
Land
No, but he lives in
of-
Britain, though. He is not currently located in Sweden.
But if
Thus,
he's
he is not
ethnically
the
a
only
Swede-
white person in Sweden,
but-
because he is
but
currently
But
not,
if he's
in fact,
ethnically a
in
Swede, he's the
Sweden.
only ethnic Swede that is white because he is a
But
saint.
Krieg. We just need Sweden to conquer the UK.
Yeah, that's just pulled out. I mean, you know, at some point that was somewhat the case. So, but
I
that
like
was
the conversations we have with our Johnson.
a while ago. Yeah, I mean, I feel like at least one of you still isn't on the map and on the point where they're supposed to be, which is the starting
I'm
point.
at the starting point.
Yeah, no, I get that you. I wasn't referring to you.
I'm at the end point.
Yeah.
Don't be at the end point
Why not?
because you're supposed to be at the starting point.
I like
But
to
if
do
we-
things in reverse.
Yeah, couldn't we just walk backwards?
Well,
I'm
there are
reverse
some-
engineering this bitch.
There are some things that you just can't do in reverse. Or at least, you know, they'd become a bit useless if you did. For instance, if
Yeah,
you
but-
wanted to drink a glass of water and then took water and poured it into the tap, you would be unable to drink a glass of water because you did this in reverse. If, however, you did this in the right
Yeah, but if-
direction, which is taking water from the tap and putting it into the glass, you would be able to enjoy a
Yeah.
nice, refreshing glass of water.
Yeah, but if you're puking up the water into the glass and then pouring that up in the tap, then you're just doing it in reverse. It doesn't change the fact you still drank water.
That's called
No,
the
you didn't.
reverse
You
animal.
literally did the opposite of drinking water, which is regurgitating water.
Yeah, but at some point in history, it has to become unregurgitated.
I feel myself becoming dumber. Wait, holy shit!
No. For you to be able to puke up
Is
the
this
water,
what
you
the
have to be
demoralized
consuming it.
Bane feels like, Krieg?
I mean, we were talking about this kind of thing earlier, and probably
Oh,
yes.
There's your flavor way of
Demoralized
demoralizing
Bane,
people.
really, I think more of like an immediate onset severe depression.
You mean dysthymic?
Pardon?
Dysthymia?
I'm not sure. I've heard that term before.
Dysentery?
But right now, I'm not.
The dysthymia is basically the constant depression.
No. I'm talking about like, you know, when you get hit with the demoralized Bane,
Feeling the bad.
you are immediately depressed severely.
I still need to figure out how to get it demoralized
To the
work
point of
for entropy.
non-functionality. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
can you
yeah, but-
please go to the map Crabfish also?
Yeah, but I've been there the entire time.
What the fuck? Why didn't you say so when I asked you?
Because I wasn't there then.
He was in character.
Hold on, how were you there the entire time when you weren't there then when I asked you, even though you were there the entire time? Are we still in the time versus reverse versus backwards discussion or something?
What this time?
I wish there were art fags that could animate this for YouTube.
I mean, there are art fags on the server, but probably none of them watch this fucking train wreck of an RPG podcast.
But is it a
I don't know,
time?
man. I think we're more entertaining than Critical Role. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
is
that's
Critical Role?
that's not particularly difficult because in Critical Role they're not allowed to actually say things that are interesting.
That's true. That's,
I mean, all the
didn't they break
respect to Matthew Mercer, but Jesus fucking Christ, the whole thing is so polished. I could insert it into my ass and not notice.
it's so
Wait.
clean. It's
Quick,
boring
how-
as fuck.
How does that even? How can you shove something up your ass and not feel it?
If it's so polished, you know.
Like, you know, it's
Absolutely
it's so
no
freaking
friction.
Smooth. It's so smooth. It just slips in like butter.
Zero
Yeah, but
friction.
it still has to push around the organs. The flesh.
Yeah, but it's so smooth that
Oh,
it
there's
bends
also a
reality
numbing
to a
agent on
degree
it.
in which it no longer has mass. That's how smooth it is.
Then how can you move it if it doesn't have mass?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll for a will save.
I'm not gonna not with you, mate.
I saved myself.
Did you though? I set the DC for that at 50.
Oh no!
So shut the fuck up everyone for a moment. Let's actually go start playing. I'm gonna set the scene here. This is the location where you are at. This is a fairly large compound that very prominently displays the dragon logo of Zeta Corp Industries pretty much everywhere. In this warehouse, you are meant to meet your Johnson. It's fairly obvious that this is not a warehouse that sees as much action as it used to. It's all fairly derelict. It's all maintained for the sake of maintaining it, but most of the industrial halls here are empty. Security is really not that big. It's not that much of it. It was fairly easy to get in through a hole in the fence that your Johnson told you could get through. This is not the Sadako Prime plant. Probably not much of value here at all. However, there is one specific warehouse. Fairly small warehouse. But inside that warehouse, you meet a human he's just the definition of what you would imagine a Zeta Corp employee to look like. His face is distinctly Teutonic. His hair is straight and clean cut. He does not have a beard. His entire face is clean shaven. He wears academic round glasses and wears a perfectly ironed and pressed suit and polished leather shoes.
Do we get a token?
No, you do not get a token because I forgot to make one.
Oh.
Damn, son. You're looking good.
Is that actually the thing that your character is saying to this man?
Yes.
You talk a bit louder.
No, he's walking up to his ear and just whispering it.
Damn, son. You're looking good today. Looking sharp. I like it.
Herr Schmidt looks at you and says, "Well, thank you very much, my friend. You're quite the looker yourself."
Thank you. So this be the truck we need to take?
I'm very glad that you came. This is not only a big mission for you, this is also a retirement party for me, of sorts.
Break out the rum.
Well, it's not quite time to clink the glasses yet, and really I prefer champagne. I do have to admit that the corporate world sort of made me enjoy it more than I ordinarily would.
Yeah, but champagne does not taste good at all.
No, it's an acquired taste, my friend. You just have to be rich enough to drink a lot of it, and at some point you will get to appreciate it.
Well, so can also be said about rotten shoelaces.
Well, probably, yes, but they're a lot cheaper and, don't cost you a year's salary, so. There
So
is
why
an association of luxury with this. Anyway, I have toiled for 30 years under the boot of Zeta Corp Industries. I have worked hard ever since they took over my city. And now it is time that I took their power and gave it back to my people.
why are we taking over London? Or England?
What do you mean? London.
South Germany belongs to Germany.
I'm making England is my city jokes.
What is England is my city? I've never heard of that.
You
Is this...
mentioned the song from like fucking 60 years ago. That's so advanced.
When you study,
Valentin will look at him and say, he is a vintage meme connoisseur.
I'm not
Please.
even sure what a meme is, but of course, it's
Exactly.
probably some Shadowrunner jargon that I'm not familiar with.
Yes, exactly.
Precisely. Well, This vehicle right here is called a Nilpferd. It's a very powerful armored vehicle, and it is loaded full of high capacity and high value and really quite excellent Zedekrupp military equipment. And you are to deliver it to a neo-anarchist compound in the southwest of Paris.
Okay, no problem.
Well, that is not entirely true. As soon as this vehicle leaves, Zedekrupp will be on your ass. I have done my best to remove all traces from all the weapons, all the boxes, on the vehicle itself, but I am 100% sure that there are still some remaining. The worm is very... Well, he holds on to things. He's a hoarder, obviously, as all dragons
Wait.
are.
Oh, Jesus, we're working for a dragon?
Are you?
We just broke the golden rule.
You're not working for a dragon, you're working against a dragon. Jesus Christ.
It's worse.
We broke the platinum rule, Krieg! Undo!
Oh, come on, guys. Don't worry, it's just a little job. I mean, come on, it's just one truck of weapons. I mean, how bad can it be, man?
Oh, it's quite good. It will be a massive boost to the neo-anarchist movement in Paris. And from here, a new neo-anarchist revolution will sweep the world. I can tell you that much. These weapons are only one thing that will make the snowball rolling. Yes?
Yes.
But what do you gain from this?
Vindication. Zedekrupp came into Berlin, they destroyed the best thing that ever happened to the world. The Flux State. But the Flux State was destroyed. Well, all I can say is that it needs to be returned to being existent.
Okay.
I cannot disagree with that. The Flux State was very good for business back in the day, from what I heard.
Oh yes, best for business. When you don't have big megacorporations stamping out the little man. It's really the best form of business.
Okay, so all we need to do is to get into the truck and get on location, and on location there would be people expecting for the delivery, yes?
Yes, but you cannot arrive there with heat on your ass.
Understood. So, Constantine and Julius, you two are ready for this?
Well, we're breaking the platinum rule, so might as well get it over with.
Yeah. Now, about payment. How much are we getting for the job?
Well, the payment is of course paid from the cause's coffers. No, it's not, I'm just kidding. It's from my personal fortune, of which I have amassed quite a bit, in which I am now investing completely in the neo-anarchist movement. Each of you will be getting 12,000 new yen.
Huh.
Up
Very
front,
well.
or...
Now, you have quite a few, contacts in the world of Paris, considering all the years that you have been working, yes?
Well, I work primarily to the north. Not really in Paris very much.
Yeah.
I work in... Ah, fuck, I forgot the name. Is it Lille? This is the corporate enclave in the north of France? There is in Shadowrun some city in the north of France that has become a corporate enclave, and I don't remember the name right now. But it's that
Our
one.
Johnson lost his accent.
It's not your Johnson talking, you fucking wanker.
Okay. I need to be honest to this character. I'm gonna kind of approach to him, and tell him quietly, say, you have an expensive taste. You can truly appreciate the good things in life, yes?
No, I very much can.
Now, I like Nguyen, I like them quite a bit, but perhaps there's something else that I would appreciate a little bit more than you if you have the contact. I was wondering, as a man of taste, do you perhaps have a way to make an invitation to the Le Grand Palais a bit easier to acquire?
Herr Schmidt has a very wide grin on his face. Ah, yes. Le Palais. Ah, it's one of my favorite places in the city. I go there every other time I visit, which, to be honest, it's not very often. I could certainly try and make that happen, but there is a good chance that I will not be alive at the end of this night, but so you'll have to gamble on that. I'll pay you anyway, I'll just put in a good word. If you deliver these weapons properly, then in my book, we will be friends.
Very well, I shall do it with the utmost effort. Things of luxury have a value all unto their own.
Do you have any contacts in the Belgian financial circle?
I know someone who works at the stock exchange, but, you know, he's a medium-level broker. An old friend from high school.
Like, I don't think the others know what the fuck Valentine is talking about. So
I don't know. I don't think the others know what the fuck Julius is talking about either. But I
know what he's talking about.
It's
Julius
still a terrible idea.
Yes,
Constantine's just swigging his rum. He doesn't care.
he still wants to do it though, Krieg. He believes. Okay, everyone, chop chop. Let us get into the car and let us start this train moving, shall we?
Oh yes, by the way, before you know, I've worked with Shadowrunners a few times in my day. Don't try to steal them. It won't work. You cannot remove the traces the way the neo-anarchists can, and the boxes won't even open unless provided with the correct DNA, which is the DNA of the people who will be able to open these boxes.
Oh,
How did you set them to the
doing
people's
such
DNA?
Please, we are professionals. We have a name to upkeep in this industry.
It's time for Valentine to collect some blowjobs.
Okay then.
That's how he gets DNA.
How did you get the boxes to work with
No,
the
come on,
anarchist
come on,
DNA?
everyone, come on. Let's get into the heavily armored vehicle now.
I mean, they are. This is not just the DNA of any anarchist. This is the DNA of specific individuals that he knows.
How
He'll
did you
collect
get...
it in an orgy. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but wouldn't that only be half the
My
DNA?
head. Okay, Valentine will just look at you. Come on, everyone. Chop chop. Stop it with the stupid. I don't want another aneurysm.
We got to name this card.
Just sounded like a Jewish special agent there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want another aneurysm.
I see nothing. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Come on.
Nothing at
Come
all.
on, Julius. You're a good medic, but you're a good medic. My mother always said that if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Well, no, she didn't. That's a lie. I do not have a mother. Get into the car.
I'm
But,
naming this.
You said you had an aneurysm before. What caused that?
You caused it.
Why did I do that?
Car.
You know, I'm beginning to regret this decision. It doesn't feel like you're quite the professionals you're made out to be by your fixer, Mr. Patrice.
We came out of a bug nest. Fuck you.
No. I'm gonna look at him and say, I understand that you do not understand our team dynamic. Mr. Julius is an expert medic, but he is terrible at making plans, which is why I make the plans.
My plans are
And Mr.
genius.
Constantine is an extremely capable necromancer. But I assure you
My
they
card.
a bit eccentric at times, considering they are men of their skill, and they are quite focused within them. I assure you, you have nothing to worry. Now, let us get into the car.
No, listen here. My plans are fucking amazing. It's just that no one else wants to do them with me.
Okay. It is at this point that
That is usually a sign that your plans are not quite as amazing. But please do get in the car. I don't have all night. There are still things I need to take care of.
Yes.
I emoted it, so I'm in the car.
I also get in the car.
Okay, now I will look at Constantine. I will look. Okay, we're all in the car. This is very good. Oof. I haven't tried this one for a very long time. It
So-
will probably not work. I'm gonna rub my hands. I'm gonna rub the car. I'm gonna rub the wheel of the car. I'm gonna go, okay, this is either gonna work or it might explode in my face. And
Is that what she said?
Oof.
And I'm gonna bolster my alteration as I kind of prep up, and I touch the vehicle and I speak an incantation. And at the end of the incantation, please do not explode. And I shall attempt to make the car become invisible with a focused action.
Well, this is a massive car,
Yes.
so
Now,
that's gonna be, like, very difficult.
yes. It is
If
still
only we had
DC
somebody who could transform metal.
The DC for the boon is the same. The only question is, do you want to impose disadvantage?
Yes, I will impose significant levels of disadvantage.
Go ahead.
Because this is a huge vehicle. And also,
Go ahead.
it's a dead matter that is a vehicle. I'm gonna say
know.
disadvantage 6.
Okay, I'm gonna use my 3 legend points.
No,
This
that's a
will-
waste.
With the advantage 4 from the rest, I will have advantage 1. Do not fail me now.
It's invisible
It's
now.
very invisible! It's so fucking invisible!
We don't know his challenge rating though.
44.
No. The challenge rating is the
No,
same.
this is a boon. This is a exactly.
a-
It's not a
Yeah,
chat.
I took 6 disadvantage on this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that actually that works. And the car, you see Herr Schmidt frown as suddenly the vehicle he has provided you with becomes invisible. So I'm assuming that fuck, that's the wrong window. I have to do it here. I assume that Valentine is driving.
Yes, let us make that assumption.
There is also a machine gun mounted, as you can see, to the top. I will actually zoom in.
Now, ironically, I think there's gonna be the medic manning the machine gun.
Yes. Yes.
Now, luckily, with such a high roll, we are thankfully all very invisible.
You don't have to climb up to man the machine gun. You can do it from the cockpit.
But that's not as cool.
No,
No, you
Green,
can't climb up. That's the thing.
We're gonna be sneaking with the car.
Yeah, but there is still the situation in which you can use the machine gun for sure.
Freak, can I get up on the roof and use the machine gun?
No, you
main-
can't
the
get up
main-
on the roof. There is no hatch. This is a machine gun that's operated from the inside of the vehicle.
Okay, if I was insubstantial, can I get up onto the roof?
Yeah, but you couldn't operate the machine gun from there.
What if you can hack it and disable the electron and manually control it?
No, that's not. But it's not control. There is no handles on the machine gun with which, and no triggers. All the mechanisms are inside of the vehicle.
Alright, we're gonna rip it out and we're gonna modify it.
Stop all of what you're trying to do, please. It's horrible. Anyhow, guys, just remember the main advantage of the invisibility: +5 guard, -4 guard to our enemies, and advantage 5 to hiding if it's relevant. Let's
So us
drive out.
the car.
Let's drive out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start up the car. I will start driving us out, and I'm assuming that this is at night, so minimal traffic.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty busy highway, so there is a fair amount of traffic, but there isn't a huge amount of traffic. It's like, I mean, like a kilometer of road, there are maybe 100 vehicles.
Okay, that's respectable. So we can with steady driving we can avoid most trouble and simply drive.
I mean,
Make
what
a
route
nice-
do you want to take? You have the map.
Okay, so we can take a fairly Constantine, could you go ahead and ask Papa what would be a solid route for us to take?
Okay.
How does he know about Papa?
Precog. There it is. I'll do it. Can I do this as a focus action?
You could if you wanted to.
Alright, I'm just gonna try that then. He does not listen. He can't hear me in the car.
He's in the
He got-
he's in the brothel right now.
He can't see the car, it's too invisible.
Okay. Then I shall.
The
actually
fucking
really good, I like
invisibility
that.
spell worked so well that not even Papa can talk to you.
So as you are the shaman and that you did not succeed, I shall ask my totem instead. Oh, great mistress, tell me, would it be wise to take a long route to avoid extra traffic and people?
There's a figurine dangling from like the mirror, which is like a naked lady, from like the inner mirror, and that naked lady shakes its head.
Does she shake a yes or a no? It's a no, yeah.
I mean, usually when people shake their heads, that means no. Like in
She
in
could
most
be doing it
Western
in a circular
cultures,
motion. In a circular motion, that could mean maybe.
So we're gonna try to take a faster route through the city to get this done over with as fast as possible.
I'm gonna try to explain the plan to Constantine.
I think Constantine has the basic brain capacity to understand that. Like I'm relatively certain that he can.
Okay, but what about Constantine's player?
Oof.
That's -5 int.
Oof. So yeah, but like seriously, what route do you want? Do you want to take the obvious route? I'll just
Well, I asked if taking the long about route to kind of avoid traffic and all that and take a longer route would be better, and she says no. So I will use the other perk that I have for minor favors as. So I take it that taking the direct route is the wise course of action.
The same figurine shakes its head.
We got to do it the clown gagger car taxi driver way. You've done it.
So no matter what we do, we are fucked. Eh?
I mean, you already got your 2 questions.
We're technically going up against a dragon. We were fucked the moment we accepted this job.
You're not going up against you're just going up against Zetacorp, and whose CEO just so happens to be a dragon. He's not gonna fucking know about some stolen guns in Paris.
Okay, so Krieg.
You underestimate the power of dragons.
This could be really good guns.
Let me tell you the route, okay? Because, so one thing first is, we're not gonna go into the Paris proper.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go around, we have to. So right now we are in Nanterras. From Nanterras we're gonna go to, let's see, I think it's gonna be, through the bottom, to Seresnes.
What road are you taking?
Let's see, at the moment...
Are you taking roads or are you taking the highway?
Let's see, I shall go ahead for the highway, for the A86 early on.
Uh-huh.
And through the A86, we're gonna keep driving and we can get through there all the way to Soresnes, from there to the Belonged, and the road keeps going from there all the way to the bottom of Belong, and there we can take a different road. We can keep going on the A86, going on its edge, and from it we can go on the edge of Antoni, and from Antoni...
The A86 drives through Antony, so...
Yeah, so we go through Antoni and then into the Ivry-sur-Seine, and through the Ivry-sur-Seine, through the... We're gonna be at that point on the N406 through Créteil, and from Créteil we're gonna go ahead on the D229, and then we're gonna take some minor roads to reach the location.
Yeah, that sounds like a, I mean, we're going to be driving highway most of the time, which is actually quite clever.
Yeah.
So, you set in motion.
And then, like, the highway has roads, but it's night, so there's gonna be gaps. We're invisible.
That's precisely the thing, because if you were driving through the city, good to fair chance someone would ram you.
Yeah, exactly. So let us stay on the highways when we can avoid these. And hopefully everything will work out well, everyone. Okay, let's not fuck this up, my dudes.
So yeah, you The vehicle pulls out of the lot. It's, you know, your Johnson sort of opens the gate. When you've driven out, the gate is still open, and he wonders, you know, if you're through. But he doesn't hear anything, so apparently, you know, he just closes it at some point. You get onto the highway without incidents. There is a small vehicle passing you by, but they don't see you because you're quite literally invisible. So you get on the highway and you start driving. Oh boy, I got a message there. I need to check that real quick. Okay. Ah, fuck.
Is that the car telling us this?
Pardon?
Is that the car telling us this?
Yeah, this is Kit from Knight Rider. Yeah, and you're on the highway. You drive southeast through Nanterre, and really, this stretch of traffic, there's not a lot going on. There's a few people going from there's actually quite a few limousines and security cars coming from up in La Défense and moving towards Suresnes. Because of, you know, all the places that are down there. It's a big party area. And some also are going to more noble parties in Boulogne. You pass these by, and none of them, you know, it's fairly easy to avoid being tracked by them. And then, on the navigation screen of your vehicle, an alarm goes off. Just a blinking. And
I will look at my companions and say, so, any of you good at being a decker by any chance?
No idea.
No.
First of
I am
all,
not.
any of you speak German?
Yes, yes. Anyone who does not speak German. is-
Sieg verpissen!
Wait, do I have German? Let me check, actually.
Vladimir had German. I'm not sure if you have German.
Check if I have German. No, I have English and French. I do not have German, but I will look at my good friend Constantine, and I will state, could you ask a nice spirit to borrow you her tongue, by any chance?
Okay.
Now I will
I
kind of
beg
go.
your pardon, what?
I have a 10-minute invocation for tons. I can teach him any language.
Yes. And I will go ahead and rub my hands a bit. I'm gonna go and do
Could
a
you
good job.
bolster my Prussians for that?
That's
Yes.
like super Jewish, just rubbing your hands. That
Yes, it is.
ultra stereotype shit.
Yes. And I'm gonna
The
look at
Aryan
him.
Jew. We meet again.
Yes, and I'm gonna look at him and gonna go now. Do that voodoo thing you do so well. And I apply
Okay, so
both.
that's
of
also.
you.
Is that to 3 or just 2?
Advantage two.
Okay. All right, now I'm gonna do a focus action on it because I don't want to fuck this up. Okay, you can speak it very well.
Yeah. You look at the screen that has these German words in them, and it's not like they shift to English. It's just that you now understand what they are saying. You wouldn't remember this. But it's like this is a language you've spoken all your life. And it says that a trace has been initiated on the vehicle, and interceptors are inbound, and it tells you to stop and wait for proper personnel from Werkschutz, which means fucking, what's it, because you know, it's the plant security, that's the word that I was looking for, to look at the situation, because your vehicle is not supposed to be in this area at this time.
Do any of you know how to perhaps turn off such an annoying device?
We could always break it.
We killed our rigger.
Perhaps this was not the wisest of ideas. Could you ask Papa if a solid bullet into the chassis will solve this problem?
Okay, I already wasted my focus before, so I don't know if I could do that right back.
Focus is a thing that you have once every round.
Yeah, so I think we're still in the round, though, right?
No, you could do that again.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
A round is 6 seconds.
Okay, he can 19. That's a 4. What does that do?
Papa sort of hovers above you as though he were lodged in the headspace above the seats because there is no free seat for him, and he seems to be quite cross about that. He would have probably preferred to sit. And he looks around and says, well, I'm certainly no expert on these kinds of vehicles, but, well, it seems to me that this goes pretty deep. And also, logically speaking, I mean, the guy, you know, Herr Schmidt told you, Johnson told you that he did his best to remove all traces and pins and all that. So probably if this was something that could be obviously dealt with, he would have done so.
So, Constantine, Julius, which one of you is good with managing a gun?
I have agility 3.
Well, I guess I'm the best then, since I have 4.
Why are we shooting this? This isn't gonna work.
No, this is not to shoot this. This is to shoot the approaching interceptors.
Oh, I can just like put the pilot and wait. Are these autopilot or is there actually a pilot in it?
It probably has targeting systems, but it needs an actual user.
Yeah. So what if I just incapacitate the pilot so it crashes?
Well, if we can actually target and they approach us close enough, then yes. But I believe that using a gun would also be quite useful.
All right, then I'm out of the question. I have a shotgun.
Okay. So
It's a
Julius,
boomstick.
But you have a turret.
you are on duty to control the turret. I shall do the driving, and Constantine, you are on disruption. Yes.
Disruption. Got it. Tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Perfect. Now let us put on some gas. Hope some good luck will actually strike our way, and let us not die today, shall we, friends?
In front of you, Valentine, some dude, probably someone who's quite old, suddenly breaks.
Wait, what?
He breaks. Even though there's a lot of space in front of you. This is a regular, it's a fairly old car. It's in fairly shit condition, and he just brakes. You see the red brake lights on while you are going at quite some speed. And there was a lot of distance between you two. Now there is not.
Oof.
Okay, so how do I insubstantial the car and everything in it? What disadvantage would that be?
Probably be the same one as for me.
I mean, this is a significantly more difficult thing to do. You'd also have to multi-target everyone in the vehicle.
Yeah, that's what I figured, and that's
Technically
going to be an
speaking,
additional.
okay, so 4 targets, the disadvantage 4. How much do you want to apply for the car?
The car I'd give 6.
Oh, that's like fucking -10. I can't.
Yeah,
do
but
that.
like the making it invisible also had disadvantage 6.
Yes.
It's a mechanical entity with 0 essence.
Valentine, could you...
No, I get that, but like I'm talking like my rolls are horrid.
Now let's see. I gave a solid pep talk. I will try to apply the multi-target bolster to the relevant targets.
You wouldn't have time to do that. This has to be.
We
This
don't
is
have
a
time for
snap
that.
decision. Constantine also sees this happening, but there is no time in between the moment where you will crash into this vehicle.
Well,
Alright,
I'm the one
alright,
that's
alright,
actually
alright.
driving, so I will try to essentially. Ooh, this is gonna.
Wait, Krieg, what kind of rounds does the vehicle fire?
High caliber
How
rounds.
should I? There are
So
multiple
I
ways
can't
to
rocket
do
jump with the car.
No, that's just going to make it worse. We'll still have to crash into him.
No. Now, Krieg, do you remember the aspect of presence of luck?
Whoa. That's certainly interesting. Yeah, sure. You can roll presence. I would have otherwise had you roll agility, but this is frankly more
I will
interesting.
try to go ahead and I will kind of close my eyes and I will say, just Take the wheel, my lady.
Will you at least slam the brakes?
No, I plan on literally maneuvering around the car that just...
Okay, that's also good.
Yes. And I'm kind of just closing my eyes, holding the wheel tight, and I'm letting my totem essentially take the wheel.
Loki, take the wheel.
Okay, roll presence.
Yep. I believe in you.
1 second. Yep. You as you drive, you feel your arms moving, and you think that at this point you should have probably hit the guy. But when you open your eyes, you find that he is driving next to you, and he is swerved in the other direction, almost going off the highway entirely and into the side thing that is on the highway, which name I forget right now, because he, quite obviously the person in this vehicle is very drunk. That's a crisis averted.
And at that point, he will say, "You see, always have faith in your totem. Always."
Now, can you give us some motivational speeches, please?
Well, I gave it earlier, but now I will be able to apply it. So let's see. I will have what? Advantage 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm targeting 3 targets, so that's -3. So that's going to be advantage 1. Yes?
Are you bolstering the car?
No, I'm bolstering me and my 2 companions. Oh yeah, the disadvantage 3, not disadvantage 4. Alright, 2 advantage from my own bolster.
Alright, kid, everything is going to be fine.
Gar, I believe in you.
Okay, yeah, wait. That's 2. That's 2. That's -3. Yeah, so it's still advantage 1, yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's focus action it to bring it up to advantage 2, I believe. Let's see, that is... Okay, I give us all bolster rank 1. That's okay.
Decent, boy.
It's decent.
Another question, should I put that into creation or agility?
What?
Go for agility at the moment.
Well,
Go for agility.
since I already am bolstered in agility by myself.
What do you mean?
I took a swig from the rum.
Wait, what?
I gave him rum for flavor text to bolster himself.
Oh, but like for flavor, or, you know, did you invoke the boon on him?
No, I gave it to him for flavor. He invoked it on himself.
Oh. Oh. Can you have the same boon applied by different... do they stack when they are applied by different
if they
classes?
are on different... it's a DM decision. Like, would you allow to have one instance of bolstered applied to agility and a different one applied to creation, for example?
Sure.
Yeah, like, it depends on the GM if they allow...
So long as they, you know,
bolstered
it's by different casters, I would definitely allow that.
Yeah.
Right?
To stack the same stat?
No, different ones.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Like, if you have one bolster and a different bolster on the same attribute, they don't stack. Just
Here's the
best
thing,
one.
though, Julius. You're not going to be able to bolster your agility by drinking alcohol.
No. This is actually in shooting tournaments. People used to drink beer to steady their aim.
No.
Creed, this is actually true.
It did not. That's
Actually-
not how alcohol works.
Actually, it
Trust me, I'm a biologist. I know these things.
Krieg, it's
well, he's a chemist.
yeah, but Krieg, it actually used to happen there in shooting competitions.
They didn't understand how alcohol works.
They get relaxed a bit. I don't really know, but it actually used to happen.
But this is rum. This is not beer.
Yeah, but this is rum made by the finest
You
voodoo practitioner in France.
could certainly bolster maybe your presence or any other social attribute with this, but not your agility.
No. I become less tense when it comes to my agility.
No,
So I'm a bit
it's
more fluid in
ridiculous.
the actions.
That is patently absurd.
Okay. How about this? My motivational speaking bolstered his agility, and the rum bolstered his creation. Because
My
These are more-
distilling is 5. My rum is phenomenal. It can do whatever the fuck it wants.
That's not how alcohol works still.
But I become more creative,
You definitely become more creative.
so therefore it goes into creation.
I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah.
this is pulling the strings so
I mean,
far.
but like, what even is the point?
This is slowly becoming a shitpost. Let's move
What's
along.
weird is that I remember him actually allowing me to bolster agility a while
Like,
back.
the only situation in which I would allow someone to bolster their agility with alcohol is if they are like a martial artist character that does drunken master fighting.
Actually, that's what's dangerous. You can't be drunk when you do that. You have to be very focused.
Yeah, but this is like flavor.
Then it's flavor for him to invoke in the agility for like.
No, because that's
I'm
not
ready to go.
flavorful. That's
like-
just bollocks.
No, it's like, hey DM, did I tell you that my character is also a kung fu master?
Do you
I
have
also-
the skill that says Kung Fu Master?
Yes, I also know how to play the piano, the violin. I rode the fucking Paris bike race. I built parts of the walls of China, and I know Portuguese. Also, I know how to fly a helicopter, a plane, how to drive a boat, and a nuclear submarine. And
Yeah,
then
that's
look at
all
the-
cool, but can you do this?
Yes.
This
Then you
is
like
me.
look at the sheet and you
Swedish.
see that the person has like one legendary skill level into like fucking 25 different very focused skills.
I mean, this is like a jack of all trades approach, isn't it?
Okay, what if I gave him spiced rum?
What difference would that make? It's
alright,
not. It's not the taste of the rum that is the issue. It's the alcohol content. Unless you give him a rum that has no alcohol content, at which point is it really rum?
Alright,
It's not going to be used to bolster his fucking agility.
Alright, Krieg. In the Olympic Games, a long time ago, the Swedish team drank 2 pilsners before the games, during the games, to relax themselves, and that was allowed.
So what
Okay,
if it was allowed? If they want to handicap themselves, that's their fucking problem.
Okay, what if I give him monster rum?
There is no
Only if he drinks it from a plastic cup.
Only if he drives a lawnmower and plays Quake.
Oh man. All we need now is a decker that could install like Doom 1 and Quake onto the fucking hood of this car. Okay, Krieg, I'm gonna tell you a little thing, a slight disembark. I don't know why, but the main decker that I had always did a thing. He would install Skyrim on every single Matrix system he interacted with.
And his essence.
He would sometimes delete most systems and leave just enough operational systems to run Skyrim as the main operational file and literally nothing else. He
It
would
just
force-
works.
Yes, he would forcibly alter speakers to play Skyrim combat music during the party's combat encounters.
And he also installed Skyrim into his essence.
Look what I just found. Today I learned that in professional shooting, alcohol is considered a performance-enhancing drug because shooters can drink it to relax themselves and slow their heart rate to give them an edge.
Where there we fucking go.
Well, it's not compatible with dwarven physiology. I don't give a
Well,
shit,
then
I'm
it
not
won't
allowing
affect him
this.
at all!
It's
Alright,
bullshit.
Alright, Krieg, can I use creation to attack?
No, you can't use creation to attack. I already told you that I'm not going to allow you to use creation to attack. And that is my final decision, and will be my final decision until the day I die.
Take a beta blocker.
Catfish, I told you, you're not a paladin fighting vampires.
That's precisely what I told him. I said if you were some sort of monster banishing paladin, when you do your banishing, I would allow you to use creation as an attack stat. But you're a fucking medical doctor.
But there should be a way.
No,
You
there should
banish
not be. It
diseases,
literally
not
says in the
demons.
rules that there should not be a way.
But fuck
Okay,
you, Rose,
okay.
we're doing homebrew here.
Okay, Julius. If we ever fight a plague shaman, you can do that, okay?
Maybe, yes, maybe then.
Yeah, like you spray antiseptic and antibiotics at the guy, that just annihilates him.
Okay.
Okay, now I think I found the solution to how he can bolster his agility. Just take beta blocker.
Yeah, but
Do
that-
you have beta blocker on you right now?
He's a doctor. He should.
I don't even like. He just decided not to bolster his agility.
But I had rum. It made me more relaxed.
No, that's not what this is about.
What is this about?
Okay, can we all agree that this conversation is dumb and we should move along?
Yes, I can agree on that.
Perfect.
I feel like we all got alcohol neuropathy.
No,
should
we
get
all
drunk.
have alcohol fetal syndrome. Let's continue.
We're all alcoholics now.
Retroactively, I inflict the bane alcohol fetal syndrome on all of you.
That's really a bit redundant, isn't it?
Wait, would that be demoralized or?
No. That's just a character flaw.
It's just one of the character flaws. It's just, you have he's has an addiction, he's arrogant, a cosmetic deformity, and fetal alcohol syndrome.
No, Krieg. If I were to take the flaw, advanced syphilis.
I mean, it would sort of suit your character.
No. There's a thing. There's a thing that's like he has advanced syphilis, but you don't see any of the effect because he's a carrier. He's like a fucking plague bearer of the disease. So he is sick with it, but he doesn't suffer any of the actual downsides. But he spreads it.
This is stronger than regular syphilis. This is advanced syphilis.
It's no. It's arcane syphilis.
What the fuck?
It's awakened syphilis, Krieg.
Please don't.
Wait. Can bacteria become awakened?
Yes, there
Yes.
are awakened bacteria.
What do
Yeah,
you
isn't that what the vampirism thing is?
Basically, yeah. Well, it's a virus, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just an awakened virus.
So can a bacteria be a worshipper of a shaman or a
Is
totem?
there an awakened red tide?
I mean, I'm not aware of any bacterial totems, but I mean, a plague shaman would probably be a bacterial totem shaman.
No. But the bacteria as a plague shaman, could that work?
Bacteria do not possess the cognitive ability to be a shaman of anything.
Well, except that one from, what was that game? It's the one where the guy is infected with special abilities.
What?
It was
There's a
made
lot to
by
do.
Insomniac.
Oh, Sunset Overdrive.
No, it's a different one. The guy basically can consume people and their matter.
Oh,
yeah.
Parasite.
No, that's the anime, the video game.
Oh yeah, I know which one. You can go.
I know
live
what you mean.
or live.
It's the one with whatever his name, Mercer.
You can go
Yeah.
blue or red, right?
No, blue and red is Infamous.
I was thinking of Infamous. Sorry.
Okay, fuck the subject. Let's continue. Fuck
No,
this
no,
yes.
this is
thoroughly.
important.
Let's. Well, to be fair, the computer on which the ray gun it runs could probably run Doom, Quake. So that works.
Is there anything that can't run Doom in Shadowrun?
What?
Is there any device that can't run Doom?
Well, it
Prototype.
probably like Constantine's comlink. Probably not.
It was Prototype. That was the game.
Oh, but
Oh yeah, Prototype. Oh yeah, I remember.
Jesus Christ, man. That's really old. It's not that old. Well, anyway, you are currently.
Wait, are
in
we talking
the-
about Prototype 1 or 2?
1. The guy was basically just some massive bacteria.
What was the second one about?
About a black man fighting his oppressor.
So Mafia 3.
What the fuck? What happened between 1 and 2?
That escalated quickly.
What the fuck?
What was the game called?
First
again?
game, you're playing an oversized, weaponized amoeba. Second game, Martin Luther King Jr. told us not to judge a man by the color of his skin, but by the color of his Discord name.
What was the game called again?
Prototype.
2.
Okay, fuck it. Let's continue.
Yeah, I have Prototype
This
2.
is such a...
Actually, I want that to be my next character. I want to make a
Black
plague
man?
shaman that's that. Can I do that?
Oh, that's... They are considered worse than blood mages.
Yeah, like people don't generally like plague shamans.
Yeah, but can
Yeah.
I do that?
I mean, you can do that, but still
Yeah.
nobody's going to want to work. I mean, you know, you had vampire blood mages and people work with that. It's not very high standards in the Paris Shadowrunning community as to who they will and will not work with.
We could just take the jar of Vlad's blood I have in my apartment, just inject some of it into you.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be a very fun character to play. Fuck the lightning warrior I was gonna do. I'm gonna do that one.
Like, DM, we're just gonna play as a group of toxic shaman. So he's gonna play the plague, I'm gonna play the apocalypse, the
And
other
I'm
one's
gonna
gonna
play-
play the radiation and mutation. So we have a radiation shaman, a mutation shaman, a plague shaman, and an apocalypse shaman, and we're gonna call our Shadowrunning team the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And we don't actually do runs, we just attack random locations and steal all their shit.
That sounds like a campaign that I would watch, but not run or partake in any way, shape, or
That
form.
sounds like you'd have an aneurysm if you had to DM
Wait,
it.
could Zero run it, or is that?
But
too
that actually sounds like a very interesting campaign, though.
Oh, that'd be a hilarious.
Might be a
fun
very
campaign.
short campaign, depending on where you set it.
Do I make it a one-shot?
Could Zero?
Yeah, that
run?
might actually work as a one-shot.
Yeah,
Or a sandbox.
But it has to be set in Africa.
Why in Africa?
Because the rains are blessed down there.
Yes.
to be honest, if I would set it, I would actually set it in the flux state.
What is a flux
The
state?
Berlin Flux State.
The one that no longer exists, and then we're
That's
trying to
interesting.
reinstigate.
Are we taking back the Holy Land for the?
My dude, my
Anthrax?
game is set in the year 2050. Like, I can
So the
totally-
Flux State still exists.
Yeah.
Is the Sarkists there?
What?
Fuck off. Don't go into the subject. Let's continue the session normally.
Yeah, let's-
Yeah, let's
No,
continue the session. We've
No, this
this
is
has
not-
this
no,
has
no.
been derailed
Crabfish!
sufficiently.
Crabfish, I am vetoing the subject.
All right. You have to explain to how Sarkists procreate.
Don't make me give you doom points, Crabfish. I will give you doom points.
Oh,
I was just gonna mute him, but you know, whatever the fuck doom points are,
They work. They're like
work.
reverse Scooby snacks.
Yes.
well, they are. You know how players can use legend points as advantage.
yeah.
Doom points act like opposite. The GM can just say no, you gain, and use doom points for disadvantage instead.
That's actually a pretty cool idea.
That sounds like
Yes.
that system. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just keep
I,
going.
I reward them for bad behavior. Let's
I don't
continue.
think, technically speaking, that is a reward, but whatever. Yes, Valentine has his eyes on the road. The dwarf has his eyes on the, console that controls the machine gun. So it is up to Constantine to watch the remaining surroundings of the vehicle, which is why Constantine will now make a perception check.
Can I do a prescience?
Julius, put yourself back immediately, or I will ban you from existence.
Can I roll prescience?
No, you cannot do prescience. This is like a visual thing.
Fine.
The cards are not
Right.
on the table yet.
Oh, nice. It actually exploded.
That's actually pretty good. You see a you see a plane in the sky, which is not a regular plane. This is a plane that is shaped a bit strangely. You have seen this kind of plane shape before. This is a VTOL.
Oh my god, it's Klingons!
The most
It's
important,
aliens.
the most important thing about this, though, is that there seems to be a rod sticking out from the snout of the plane, which you very quickly intuit is. Oh yeah, this is the wrong browser. I have to put this. Wait, why the fuck? Okay, I have to do it in this browser.
My perception is very confused.
This is a VTOL. You can tell.
Fuck.
Oh god.
This is a VTOL, and it seems to be looking for something.
Is it looking for us or is it looking for Valentino?
It's looking for a good time.
It's probably looking for the car we're driving.
But it can't see us yet, but it's tracking us.
Yes, it has a tracker, but it can't physically see us, which is good. Let's see, we're gonna need to set it off of our track somehow. Can anyone here make illusions?
I could if I had taken influences to the creation as my attribute substitute.
Just as a heads up, you are currently at the crossing of the D991 and the A86 on the border between Nanterre and Suresnes.
Okay, so where is that?
That is at the crossing of the A86.
A14, you said?
At the crossing of the A86 with the A991 at the border in the western part of Nanterre and Suresnes. It is to the southeast, the southwesternmost point of Nanterre and the northwesternmost point of Suresnes.
Okay. Well, Valentine is driving, so...
The 991, and we're going on to the A86. Yes?
No, you are driving on the A86.
Ah, okay. Ah, okay, we're at that large intersection.
Yeah, you are at that large intersection right now.
Okay.
Can I invoke darkness on it? Or no, that would probably set them off if they
How
might
far
be thinking
away
it's a
is it?
glitch.
How far away is it from us?
Probably like 500 meters.
Okay, so that's too far away for literally any ability to affect it.
What about my blinding laser?
That's still too far.
That's still too far.
Does anyone have a crystal so I can focus it?
No, that's not how that works. Let's see.
Actually, if... no, could he make a sniper laser out of that?
It doesn't matter because 500 feet is.
I mean,
Even
light
if you
can't
have a
travel
very-
that far. This is something that I would potentially allow, but it would come with some risk.
Yeah, and a
okay.
shit ton of disadvantage, bro.
Yes, that too.
Yeah. Let's.
Can we make laser weapons in this van?
No, you cannot. The necessary equipment is not present.
What
Can
about-
you create an illusion? Not like illusion. Well, I can do summon creature. If I can do a spirit and I can summon it, and you can make it look like the car. Is that a thing that we can do?
We could just open the box and use what's inside.
Man.
No. Do I have a crowbar?
What do you mean you have... What?
Well, this is...
The section
Alright.
with the boxes of the weapons is not connected to the cockpit of the vehicle.
Ah, okay.
So you probably can't. I can't make like a spirit echo of the car then.
Do you have, like, can you do illusions? Because
can
the car
invoke
does
summon
not have a
creature.
spirit. And there is not
Okay.
any spirits that look like cars.
Okay. Luckily, I am a mage. I will drop the bolster. I will. Okay, quick. Tell me first if what I'm gonna try to do has, if I have the time. This will take 12 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have the time? Because it's 2 actions.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to do? Probably. The thing quite clearly is still searching for you.
Okay, I will drop the bolster on the party. I will refocus it on myself alone, onto my alteration, And then what I will try to do is I will try to haste the vehicle. I would essentially push the pedal to the metal, focus my magic into the car, and try to make it go faster, trying to lose this goddamn thing on the highway.
What would you do to the car to make it able to go faster?
I will literally infuse mana into the wheel to try and make them spin faster.
Okay. Well, because this is a vehicle, once again, you would have a disadvantage 6 on it. Well, it's a
know.
bit simpler, so I'd say disadvantage 4.
Okay, so it's gonna be disadvantage 2 overall. Very well. Oof.
Oof, indeed. Wow. That
It now
is
starts spinning slower.
quite oofy. Not only do you fail to actually infuse these wheels with magic, but there is also a very short but quite bright flash of light as the magic dissipates that you were having flow through these wheels. And it takes the VTOL only a second to somewhat come a little bit closer and presumably investigate. Now, I will let you, because the car doesn't have, like, agility or anything, I will let you do this role, the hiding role of the vehicle, with your alteration skill.
Very well. I have advantage 5 because it's invisible.
Yes, precisely.
How have we not been rear-ended yet?
And I will...
That's
Because
really sad for an advantage 5.
this is quite terrible for an advantage 5. I just need to find the correct dice for this.
Almost explosions across the board.
Where is... I need another... There we are. Well, actually, holy shit. That is very rare. What just happened here? What happens when it's like an opposed roll and it's a precise match?
It depends. If it's an attack, then it when it's if you rolled exactly, then it's like the minimum.
Yeah.
If it's a DC, meeting the DC passes. So if the 22 was my set DC, and it rolled an exact 22, and if you decided that the DC is 22, then it passed the DC.
Huh.
Guys, it fucks us over, but I'm being honest.
Well, the VTOL is now flying. It's fallen back a little bit, so it is now flying exactly at your height. Right now, everything is quiet still.
It's very suspicious,
I'm gonna aim the cannon.
No, not yet.
No, I'm just gonna aim it, not gonna fire it.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Just keep it aimed at it. So guys, I guess we continue quietly for now and hope for the best.
Yes.
There's a fucking VTOL fucking flying on the road. This is fine.
You
we
continue
know-
driving through by the side of Suren, passing by a sort of, I suppose this is a park. It's all you know. It's all very nightly. There's actually less and less traffic on the road because this is a location where many people are sort of getting off the road. Oh, this becomes a duplex. Oh boy, this becomes a fairly narrow highway at this point. And as you go to you follow the highway, this highway, and then in the south of, in the southwest of Suren, you have this big sort of up spaghettiing. I'm not familiar with the technical terms there. Of it as it crosses a, it's still you know the area that I mean. You can probably tell it's right up the road from the Belge place.
Yeah. I'm tracking it on the map.
And the people who are watching the stream can see it anyway.
People watch the streams.
There are actually some people who watch the stream. Hello, everyone who watches the streams. Well, they're not streams; they're videos. But
Go
I
fuck
apologize.
yourself.
Do we need to apologize for all the fucking sidetracking?
Look at this shit. Look at. Oh my god, this is disgusting. I should really just make this whole map new. Yeah. When that happens, once again, Constantine, give me a perception roll.
Oh, goody. Wait, can I do prescience now since I'm aware of it?
I think this is actually a situation where you could do presence. Yes.
Prescience.
Prescience, yes.
Yay.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. You can feel it before you can see it, but in the rear mirror, in the far distance, it's really to a point where it's so far away that you shouldn't physically be able to see it. But it's like the mirror zooms in your own personal vision. You see 3 black... Ah, fuck, I didn't actually make tokens for these.
Oh god, they're invisible.
Does the mirror say objects may look further behind than they actually are?
Short interlude, as I make tokens for this. I will try to keep everyone talking.
Can we put on some elevator music?
No, let's not. But like that is elevator music is currently playing
So
in my head.
how long until we put up some Eurobeats up to this?
I mean, you are in Paris, so.
Let's put on Deja
We're in
Vu.
Paris. We're in a car. There's a fucking VTOL and some cars after us.
I mean, this was a fairly relaxed ride up until this point. I always assumed that
Well,
you were just listening to some smooth jazz, maybe
yeah,
some
but
trucker
like-
country music.
Yeah, it is at this point that Valentine is just gonna go ahead and put Deja Vu on. Yeah. there we
And gas,
go.
gas, gas.
Perfect.
No, it's deja vu.
Yes. There's gonna be some drifting, and Jesus take the wheel.
Wait, can you play? Does Roll20 have Deja Vu as a music?
It does, but that would.
I linked it in out of character.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
fucking get copyright struck.
Exactly.
You have no
To be
balls.
honest, I think it's a bit early for deja vu.
Soon.
There might be more. I mean, you could just already select it in sort of shadow iTunes.
Preemptive Deja Vuing.
Yeah. Oh, fuck! I'm a massive idiot, and I should probably commit suicide.
That
That's
escalated quickly.
it's very aggressive of you, Creed. It went from I need to make a token to I'm a fucking idiot and I need to commit suicide in exactly 2 minutes. What happened during these 2 minutes?
No
Look,
one
this
knows.
This is a very rapid. Fuck! That's also the wrong thing. This is a podcast in which things move very quickly. Like the things that Constantine is currently seeing as time has stopped.
So wait, is time an illusion?
Oh, it's just like Nicolas Cage in Next. I'm seeing it ahead.
How does it work? How does that even work?
If you watch the movie, you'd know.
Yeah, but is it? How does causation work when you can see the future?
Well, you can only see the future if the necessary events I mean, you can only see the future that would happen with the way things are currently, right? That's why he couldn't use prescience to see if to detect the VTOL, because the VTOL wasn't really trying to detect them at the time.
Okay, I have a question. I just realized that there is music you can't put up, and I'm pretty sure you can put up death grips without any worries.
I used to put up music in the post-production of these, but then
There you
it
go.
turns out that
Lucky Star, Gravity.
that was a lot too much work. Upload there we go. That's brilliant. Yes.
Guys, let us just calmly listen to death grips.
Okay, I will now we'll move all these characters up here.
Is this a JoJo reference?
Would you please give
Yes,
him?
it
Would
is.
you please give him a doom point?
Wait, what did he do?
He dragged his own fucking avatar over
No.
yours.
No, Julius.
Sorry, I thought we were moving them.
I was moving them. You were not moving them.
Don't touch the pretty tokens.
So, okay, I'm gonna put this here because he's not really on the road. This is where you are on the road. And all the way in the back, this is you know, this is not to scale, obviously. You have 3 of these that are sort of coming after you. And also, where it is, yes. And also 2 of these bikers you can see sort of in the back.
No pressure.
These are vehicles that are speeding. They are overtaking other vehicles. They are quite clearly military grade. And you can sort of see the Seda Cup logo on them.
This is bad. Gun time?
I don't know. We could probably set up a barrier for the bikes. That fucked them up, wouldn't it?
I'm not gonna say anything about barriers, but kind of hard to do them without a combat map.
Actually, Grace, how wide is the road, Krieg?
I mean, this is like a... Actually, I could measure it. Probably. It's like... let's actually get this in very closely. It's about sort of 6 meters is a bit thin for like a highway. Even a single lane of a highway isn't 6. No, actually, so 6 meters.
Okay, so that's about 18 feet, right?
Well, I just convert 5 feet to 1 meter because it's easier.
Okay. So that is a 6. That would be disadvantage 3 to make a wall. Constantine, your entropy is like an 8, right?
Yes, and so is my creation.
Okay. So how do you feel about I don't know, creating a wall? What do you think? Do we make it slowing or do we make it like
What do
solid?
you want to make the wall out of? Like, what kind of wall is it?
Magic.
Pedestrians.
This is a highway! Literally, that is the one thing that are not in the highway.
So,
Clearly they're protesting some civil rights issue.
What about car? Well, there are passengers in the cars, right?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to rearrange the cars, you'd have to you sort of invoke this.
That would require influence.
No, with actually movement. Unless you want to sort of mind control the drivers into.
That's the only way I could do that. But
how about trying to summon forth? Oh, I know. You are.
There are magical solutions to this.
Yes. You are at the end of the day a very spiritual individual. You can literally summon forth a wall of spirits.
I can. I don't know if that'd be impassable, but I can.
Well, the spirits can solidify and do their
I mean,
best.
I guess I could summon a concrete spirit.
There is no such thing.
I thought there was.
Earth
Is
spirit.
there?
Actually, there is. Yeah, because there are spirits to literally everything.
Yeah, but like, I mean, there's also not, metal. I mean, who gives a
Can
shit?
you summon a spirit of road rage?
I can do that. I can get one of these guys to start attacking their
Greek,
friends.
do we summon forth a spirit of road rage?
What would you want to do there mechanically? Let's stick with the barrier idea, please.
Yes.
You could, concrete spirits, earth spirits.
And road rage would probably fall more into influence, anyways.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. I will go ahead and bolster you to reduce your disadvantage by 2, and then you have disadvantage 1 for the total AOE.
I already have my
However,
entropy
when you-
boosted, though. It's already 2.
Yes. So go ahead. It's a total of disadvantage 3 for the AOE that we're doing, and
So it'd be disadvantage 1, or?
disadvantage 1. Are you sustaining any wounds right now?
Just my bolster.
Okay, then you don't want.
You could use 1 legend point to just have a normal roll.
No, but we need him to roll high. Use
No, you're making... Yeah, I'll just let you do the calculations.
Go for at least 2 legend points. We want you to roll with at least advantage 1, preferably advantage 2.
This
What if I
would
make it
be
a focus
a barrier of 6 units of 6 squares, basically.
Yeah, that's
I
disadvantage.
just
3.
wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, that's disadvantage 3.
Okay, so I would. What if I make it a focus action? It becomes disadvantage none.
Yeah, you get another rank of advantage, but you will lose your bolster on the next round.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I guess I'll roll 2 legend points then. So that'd be advantage 1.
Yeah, advantage 1 and plus 2 at the end.
Let's hope
RNG,
it
be
works.
kind for us for once.
Yay, 25.
Damn!
Okay, 25 is actually... Yeah. That's level 7.
Right behind you, a wall forms. You just feel these spirits come out of the ground. There's plenty of them here on the highway.
You can make it impassable since it's level 7.
Yeah, go for impassable, obscuring.
Impassable.
I'm sorry, did I say please interrupt your GM as he's saying?
Yes.
Yes, because you love us.
Is that what I'm saying here?
Well,
Yes.
he needs to state the properties for you to know what to describe.
I mean, you know, I knew the properties, but go ahead.
Okay, so impassable, obscuring. Should I do hindering?
Mobile.
So that if they break through, it'll.
Mobile.
Go for
Mobile?
mobile. Then you can kind of
Alright.
fuck with the wall and move it around a bit.
Yeah, okay. Impassable, obscuring, and mobile.
Well, this ought to be interesting. As the vehicles move in closer, which, you know, all of them are way faster than your vehicle, you rip forth a series of earth spirits from the ground, and also pillars and all that. And they materialize very abruptly. And not only do they materialize very abruptly, you also manage to shape them as they materialize. And it's not a perfect wall, but it's a wall. And it just is there now. It is in front of these vehicles. And all of these vehicles, boom, 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 they just crash into this wall. And, well, you can't see what's going on behind it. But right now, you're pretty sure that this will be on the evening news. Because not only these interceptors crash into this wall, you actually see Honda Civic be flung completely over it, as it is embroiled in a mass carambolage, as they say in France.
I accidentally killed a person.
And I will kind of put my hand on you. Don't worry, Constantine. I know you're a professional. It was not an accident.
Well, you had at least had an interesting time. Interesting first time killing someone.
Why does Constantine keep hurting all of these innocent people?
I will look at Julius and will say, first time? I'm pretty sure it's not his first time.
Yeah, it's not his first time in it.
I don't know why I keep doing this. I just want to help.
You're
Oh,
a
technically-
necromancer.
I try to bring people back to be close with the dead and the spirits around them. I try to make them human.
But
Can you
the
like
spirits-
inject him with a morphine shot or something?
Yeah, gonna calm him down a bit.
Yeah. So that didn't happen as expected. The barrier is right now static, and you are rapidly moving away from it, though.
Yeah. So let's continue moving on, everyone, in our invisible
They're
car.
under orders to hassle the interceptors.
Well, I mean, they're not really going to be able to do much because, on account of they have no extremities, because the extremities were reformed into a sort of wall shape. But I'm pretty sure that crashing into a wall at high speed, even in armored vehicles, might constitute a situation in which people are hassled.
Okay, good. They did their job. I'm very proud of them.
Let's speed
But-
away, my dude.
Yeah, but let's keep them moving behind us. Because they are mobile.
No, that gives the VTOL an idea of where we are.
True.
I mean, they have
Yeah.
the tracker, but right now they're still guessing if we give them any advantage at all.
Yeah, and they have some.
If we were not invisible, would we just be fucked?
Absolutely.
I guess that's what the twin cannons on the car are for, eh?
There's only one cannon. This is only the image of a Sunderer. It is not actually a Sunderer.
Excuse
What the
me.
fuck?
Aw,
It
but I
identifies as a
like-
fluid cannon. It can
Yeah.
become two.
But I like PlanetSide too.
I like PlanetSide 2 as well. I actually started playing Warframe.
Oh, I hate the community manager on the
fuck,
Western
that's-
Front.
That's like that. I don't want to get into it. I see it in the same vein as Eve. I
What's-
have a job. I don't need a second job.
Yeah, I just use it for therapeutic reasons. I don't have the time to play and actually get, farm
Good.
it properly. But it is good for Twitch streams, I've found.
It brings quite a lot of viewers.
I don't
Does
know
it?
why.
I mean,
I
yeah,
really
there were
don't.
quite a few people watching, actually. There was quite a lot of activity in the chat.
Well,
And a
new
good
people
friend of
just-
mine from Australia who is also in our Shadowrun Discord server but has never actually plays it. And we haven't been doing a lot together, so
It's that fucking squirrel, isn't it?
no.
Who is it then? We need to kill him.
It's Papa Livin.
What? I'm not gonna. It's
It's the pangolin. Pangolins are Australian.
yes. Why is this so important?
I don't know.
Guys, come on. This subject is just as relevant as the
He
reincarnation.
actually used to be my boss, We worked together
Oh.
sort of semi-professionally. You moved.
Semi-professionally, so you had yourself an intimate relationship too, man. You sleeping your way to the top.
I was speaking my way to the top.
I think it's more called sucking.
Yeah, you
Oh.
cross this crossing and you get onto the A86 has now become a duplex highway, which I am not exactly certain what that means. I am not familiar with French infrastructure terminology, but I assume that this means that there is only a marginal thing separating the two, and it is also now a lot closer to ground level. It is passing now in the direction of the very high security area of Boulogne. The VTOL is still following you, and it is still flying roundabout at your height. It is not quite at your height anymore. It seems to be a bit disoriented at the moment.
Well, I just watched like 5 of his friends get fucking totaled.
That's really not what it's worried about at this point. This is a professional VTOL. It does, however, get a mate.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, they're flying.
Situation is not getting better ever.
Perfecting. Actually, that this thing is flying. This once again is not to scale. They're round about the same distance away from you, but they are on opposite side of the on different sides of the highway. And they're sort of, you're here, and this one's sort of here-ish. This one's quite here, and this one's a bit back.
Are they
Say-
within range to inflict a bane or no?
No, they're still
No.
they're still like,
Ah,
I'd say
damn.
250 to 300 meters away.
Can I nudge Constantine? I'm gonna go, hey Constantine. Can you do me a solid?
I always have solids. Why?
Yeah, very good. So, can you go ahead and ask Papa who the fuck these VTOLs are working for? Like, are they Cedar Group or they like?
I mean, they are
Some
quite
other-
obviously Cedar Corp.
Ah, yes. So there's.
I mean, they have the Cedar Corp logo on them.
Ah, yeah. So,
Papa says use your fucking eyes.
hey, check the maps. Do we have any underground passages we can use?
I guess I can ask him if there's any possible passageways that way. but
Yeah,
it
like,
sounds
how
like it'd be a
do-
dead end.
Yeah, like ask him to get some help in losing these motherfuckers.
What about the ghost thingamabob in the sewers?
What?
The one I gave cake to.
That is That is so not relevant right now.
It's also fairly far away. I mean, it's in a completely different district. It's in I think that was in Montreal, right? Montreal.
Montreal.
I did it. Okay, so you want me to ask him, is there a way we can get underground, right? And actually have like an exit, not a dead end.
I mean, yeah, you could consult your maps with the learning check.
Well, I'm asking Precog for my.
Yeah,
guy to do
he's busy right now. You've done this too often.
it. There goes that roll.
Well, we're fucked.
Can I just have that prescience qualify as just like checking the map?
Do you know? Because you have to actually physically check the map.
Yeah, I can use prescience to do that. You know there are people that are able to like. God, what is it called? It's not ordained, but it's They basically are able to like find where somebody is on the map by doing a ritual for it.
Okay, what specifically are you looking for then on the map?
Preferably a system that we can get underground to lose them. At least visual. No, they'll still be able to track us, wouldn't they?
We need to get rid of the tracker to actually stop them from following
So
us.
yeah, going underground wouldn't do shit.
What? All right. Do we have any tinfoil?
We literally just dead ass blow them out of the sky.
I wouldn't do it in a high security area.
Wait. Do any of you have any tinfoil?
Okay, let's continue driving.
No, this is important. Do we have a strong magnet?
No, I don't have that.
Guys,
Do you want to
create
disable
that
the
through
entire
Genesis, but I
vehicle?
don't have that.
Do you think
Yes.
that's a good idea?
Let's continue driving for now and see how badly things escalate. Okay.
I could try frying the tracker.
All right, then I guess I'm just going to be like the traffic radio and figure out which areas are least congested. That's my
You could
preference.
do that. That's probably not something that's. I mean, you have a sort of pre-established route, but that. Oh, what the fuck happened to my shoe?
Try to optimize the route if you can.
What's this?
Gotta ASMR this because Valentine is a bit worried because he's like, I expected some cars after us, a bike or two. I did not expect two heavily armed aerial vehicles with heavy explosives.
Can we call the Johnson and like
Under pressure
Something that you
coming
realize
down on me.
is that as you go on the borderline, because the A86 becomes the borderline between Boulogne and the highest security sector, Versailles. That the only people trying to hunt you down are Cederkrupp Werkschutz, and not, say, Knight Errant, the Gendarmerie, or the police.
Oh, God, we're human traffickers.
No, it means we probably managed to keep a relatively low profile.
Oh, yeah, that's much better.
That or
that's the optimistic way.
do we?
God, I
want-
wish my prescience was higher so I can take the fucking boom focus for true sight and look inside these boxes.
That's not
What True
Stop.
Sight does.
Yeah,
Well-
so you can see through things.
rank 8 does that.
Yeah, I need one more experience point for that.
Oof.
Krieg, what material is the boxes made out of?
Probably some sort of aluminium, steel, titanium alloy. They're pretty heavy. They're the kind of boxes that you would put on a military convoy and put them in a place where they are likely to be fired upon.
Burger, I will make this easier for you. Crabfish. They are made out of impossibilium. You have no method of breaching these boxes.
I have a bunch of nitroglycerin on me.
I didn't understand a word of what you just said.
It is impossibilium, Crabfish. There is no method for you to break these boxes.
What about breaking the lock?
You can't do that either unless you were like a rigger that could trick it.
mechanism, Crabfish. It is impossible. All methods shall fail. Absolutely all of them.
So
Alright,
even a good rigger or decker would have trouble opening these
Yeah,
boxes.
absolutely. It'd be like a challenge rating 30, wouldn't it?
Nah, it'd be easier than that, but it would be definitely very difficult.
alright, what if I just take my taser and put it on the lock?
It will do nothing.
Yeah, it will do nothing. Like this is
It might
sophisticated
miss our
technology.
Johnson if he finds that you've been trying to
Yeah.
tamper.
Also, you can't actually get to the boxes because, as I have said before, the cargo bed
Alright, does anyone have a can opener?
is not. What the? Do
Uh,
you want
okay.
to use a can opener to
Okay,
create a hole between the cockpit of the vehicle and the load bed?
Okay, so
Yes.
considering as Julius is running these ideas between us, I will kind of look at Constant and Constant and I will say, so tell me, my good friend, do we just throw him out the back of the car? You incapacitate, I push.
No, that gives them an idea of where we are.
Yeah, that is true. Julius, can you stop being retarded?
I'm not
No,
throwing
he's
out
playing.
ideas.
He's playing up his manic role. That's
I
all.
know,
It is.
I know.
I just want that for the record for everybody watching right now. He's
Valentine
doing
is
a
very
good job.
pressured. Valentine is very pressured right now, and he doesn't want anything dumb to happen. Because you see, there are two heavily armed vehicles behind us, and they can erase us out of this road like little insects.
Why do you sound like you are currently sitting in the middle of the desert?
He is in the desert.
Because
And
he's on a
and there's a
pilgrimage.
sandstorm
Middle
around you.
East. I am in the Middle East, mon chéri, and the
He's on a pilgrimage.
the Katyushas are falling in the background. I apologize. I had to grab some cover.
He's
You know,
traveling
my
to the Mecca.
grandfather actually died in Israel.
Dun dun
Oh.
dun.
This isn't going to be a blood feud, is it?
No, this is
Donovan,
actually
why did you kill him?
this is actually a funny story. He was going on a hike with his daughter, which is my aunt. He was on a thing called the Jesus Trail. And you know, it's just he really enjoyed hiking. I think he walked the the what's it called, the thing to Santiago de Compostela in Spain. He walked it twice. At some point, one day he just walked upstairs to my father's apartment, handed him his keys to his own home, because he lived underneath my father's apartment in his own apartment at the ground floor, and he said, "What are my plans? I'll be back in a couple months." And he walked out the door, and in a couple of months later, he was in Santiago. And so
This sounds like something out of Dick. What's it called again? The guy who wrote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy also made it.
Yes, I know what you mean. Douglas Adams.
Yeah, he made Hitchhiker's, and there was the detective book. Thingamabob. What was that thing called again?
Columbo?
No. Douglas Adams didn't write Columbo.
Who cares, though?
No, this is important because it sounds like the beginning of such a story. We talked about it. You talked about it being a good show previously.
I did.
Yes.
I don't. What? Really? Oh, Dirk Gently. That, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I remember. Dirk Gently. Yeah. I mean, that's basically the life that my grandfather lived. He once, when he was 16 years old, built a canoe with his little brother and sort of sailed down the river, not considering how he would get back home in post-war Germany. So you know, at this end,
That's how I met your grandmother in West Germany.
No, he was from West Germany. He's from Cologne. And so he was on this Jesus trail, and he was like, I'm gonna. He had like there's really no equivalent accent to the Cologne accent, but any German watching, which is probably nobody statistically speaking, because nobody watches this fucking show because of exactly episodes like this where it is utterly derailed all the time. He said, I don't think I'm gonna. He jokingly says this. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the stop where we're gonna where we're gonna go to sleep. And she's like, we're gonna go there and just Sit down, you're gonna have a cold beer, it's gonna be great. He said, no. If I die, just roll me under a tree. Literally 5 minutes later, he falls to his knees, has a heart attack, and dies.
Well, did he get rolled under a tree?
And I don't think so. But they did plant a tree in the spot where he died. And my father traveled to Israel. And is it true that it's illegal to incinerate corpses in Israel?
I don't remember, actually. I'm not sure.
Because he had to go to like an illegal incineration place to incinerate my grandfather's body, as per his will. Then they spread half the ashes in a memorial service on the spot where he died, around that tree that they planted there, the sort of people who run the Jesus Trail, because they knew my grandfather. And then they smuggled the remaining ashes back to Germany on a plane, which also is highly illegal, and spread it on his wife's grave, which ironically he'd had like 5 new girlfriends ever since his wife had died.
So, how about that whale? How did his fortune get dispersed? We've had 5 girlfriends.
I mean, they were girlfriends, not wives, so... I remember I got like €1,000 back then.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my grandfather was hardly a wealthy man, but he was, he did well.
Well, Douglas Adams were going on train journeys throughout Europe. Could your grandfather be the inspiration for Dirk Gently?
He's not really detective-y enough, to be honest. Look at this fucking map being broken. Anyway, we should really return to the matters, the situation at hand. What is happening? As you approach the bottom of the sort of mapped area of Paris, to where the highway once stops being a duplex and once again becomes a regular highway, there is actually a second pop up over the warning blinking screen of the vehicle. And it says that there is an incoming call from but the caller is corrupted, the name.
Let's answer.
Okay,
I will answer. I'm gonna... hello?
yes, this is Herr Schmidt. How is everything going? If you're taking the fastest route, you might be even here right now.
Well, we decided to take the highway to avoid traffic. We have some heavily armed aerial vehicles behind us at the moment.
If it's your vehicle being invisible, I would assume that they're just there randomly, no?
Well, they kind of have a tracking device after us within the vehicle.
Scheiße!
Yes. It is quite difficult moment. There were also some vehicles, but they were taken care of with the strategic application of earth spirits.
He didn't hear you because he wasn't on the phone. It said there is a different voice.
Yes, hello? Can you hear me, Shadowrunner?
Yes, I can hear you. Who are you, monsieur?
I am a friend of the man you call Herr Schmidt. I will walk you through the process. Please describe to me what exactly is the message that it says.
Okay, so I'll describe to him the mechanism, the German one that tells us to, stop and wait for the proper authorities and so on.
Well, this is going to be a little difficult, but it is definitely manageable. There is... Well...
Oh, we...
Shut the fuck up. I wanted him to have a French accent, but it somehow just became sort of Nigerian-esque, vaguely.
Algerian. There you go.
Nigerian. That's not Algerian, mate. Algerian.
No,
sounds
Algerians speak like
Where is Algeria?
Northwest.
Guys, come on, let's continue. Let's see how badly we fuck up the tech stuff.
There is a Well, this is certainly a device that is very risky to remove in any situation. It is a thing that connects the vehicle to the central traffic grid, so that Sedacrop always knows where its delivery vehicles are and it can coordinate them for maximum efficiency. Somehow they must have picked up the strange delivery, even though Herr Schmidt had scheduled it to be proper in the system. They must have detected him, and it is very good that he is now with us instead of with them, because it would have
Wait,
been
I
quite
just realized the problem here. We made it invisible. That's the thing that was suspicious. They couldn't see the van.
There is at the rear of the vehicle, above the place where the doors, yes, there is between the two lights, the two blinking lights that are central. There should be behind the casing a small transmitter. If you could remove the transmitter properly, without destroying the vehicle, because it might just do that, they will no longer be able to track you.
Okay.
Is this in the actual hood of the car?
No, this is in the rear above the doors.
Oh.
The rear doors, or just in the rear?
It's external, yes?
It is external, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Constantine, you want to climb out?
Climb out.
So, we need to stop the vehicle momentarily to do this, yes?
Well, unless you have an incredible acrobat that can see and... Did you actually make the vehicle invisible?
Yes, I did.
That is quite impressive. I have a friend who would very much like to learn that trick from you. Well, unless you have an excellent acrobat who can see invisible things, probably you will have to stop, yes.
Well, you see, if I stop right now, these two vehicles above us might begin to open fire. This puts us in a very awkward situation. Constantine, mon chéri, I'm gonna need a favor of you, and of you as well, Julius. Julius, could you take over the wheel for me real quick?
Why would I want to steal the wheel from the car? It's fine there.
As in for us to switch places of driver.
Do you know how to operate the gun? Like this?
This is not in order to operate the gun. Just take over the vehicle. Come on.
Okay, I hop in the driver's seat.
Okay, well, I will momentarily stop the vehicle. We will switch seats.
I mean, you could just switch seats while driving. It's not that complicated.
Oh, okay. Constantine, I would like you to grant me the ability to see beyond my own invisibility, please. I know you have the talent for that.
No, that's true sight. Okay.
Can you speak it? Can you like move in a little closer to your mic?
Yes, I will ask him to allow me to see beyond my own alterations of light.
Okay, but I'm probably going to end up having to take out my entropy bolster to do that, since you're under ton right now.
Since I'm what?
Are you not under the baboon tons, or no?
It's worn off.
No, that's
That's a one-off. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's you. That doesn't matter. The
Alright, so
tons is irrelevant right now.
I can roll true sight then.
Yes. It would be very useful if it succeeds.
Legend points.
Yeah, do you want to bolster my prescience to do that?
Yes, I'll go ahead and bolster your presence to give you the +2.
Aren't you
Alright.
keeping up invisibility?
I can focus on multiple things. I have defeat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's concentration, so I got that now, so I'll roll it. Hopefully it works. Oh yeah, you can totally see through your own illusion.
Very well. I shall now stop bolstering you, and you say, okay. So I have been training quite a bit, and I will kind of take off my coat and my jacket, and then kind of look, okay, and I'll kind of move around my fingers a bit as they become these kind of suction cup-like claws, and I will start climbing on the vehicle as it is moving.
So you could exit through. There is a hatch right above the middle seat, which is the seat you are in right now.
So I'll go ahead and I'll climb over it, and I will kind of shapeshift into this kind of almost let's see, what form would be particularly useful right now? Oh yes, I know which one. An air elemental. I believe that would work quite well at the moment. Yes,
Air
Chris?
elementals have suction cups for fingers.
No, no, no. Instead of turning into
Scylla's
that,
do.
I can just become a creature that can kind of not worry about falling over, as I will.
That'd be a
simply-
Scylla.
I will simply hold on to the vehicle and I can fly, so I do not need to worry about falling over. Let's see. So we'll transform into an air elemental, and I will kind of crawl around the vehicle. And I
Gecko
will-
hybrid.
Yes.
Maybe a gecko would make more sense, but okay.
Yeah.
Trig, I look in the pockets quickly while I'm driving. Do I see anything in his coat?
You can. I mean, I don't know. He does. What valuable items do you have in your coat?
Exactly. Fuck all.
You
know
see,
my-
you see a legacy diamond butt plug.
Oh boy.
Is it used?
Well, I mean, there's nothing
Yes.
on it. I mean, it might be used, it might not be used. It's certainly clean.
It has the label dishwasher safe.
Okay, so who makes the suit? I've been digging through looking for the name. It's a very nice suit.
It's some French company. Might also
Man,
be Belgian.
Their quest for my unstatted suit.
I thought it would be like Men's Warehouse because you'd like it. I guarantee
Oh,
it.
Man. Okay, so I will crawl to the other side. I will go to where it is. I can see to the invisibility, and I shall attempt.
How you are, however, not invisible. The vehicle is invisible. You can
Yes.
see through the invisibility of the vehicle. You are not invisible.
Yes. So what they see is a fucking air spirit kind of flying about randomly on the highway.
A flying gecko.
In the precise position where they expect.
A truck.
Well, it's less bad than not being invisible anymore.
Actually, they would probably be double guessing themselves at what they're looking at, to be honest.
I will thus. Gay or straight?
Always gay, flaming gay.
Ooh, straight.
Feels bad, man.
Christianity wins again.
You float through the rear of the vehicle. Quite simply, you know, being an air elemental, you don't have to worry about friction much because you just incorporate air that moves against you into your form while leaving air that was not part of you behind. So you're fairly easily at the rear of the vehicle now. However, you've seen that one of the VTOLs has fallen back quite significantly and is now hovering over the highway.
Yes, I shall attempt to ignore them for now and do my work as quickly as possible to remove the tracking device.
Constantine, you wanna man the turret?
Why would I man the turrets?
It's because they might be attacking at any moment.
Fine, but my agility isn't that good.
Life is rough, my dude. Life is very rough right now. 3-man team. It's bad.
Oh my god, there's an air elemental attacking the car!
Ever
Shoot
shall
the
be
air elemental
dude.
down! It's after us.
As you...
I want that in character, like he's just joking.
Yeah.
What's Valentine's reaction to that?
He can't hear you. He
He
is...
can't hear through the
He is
comlink?
on the other side of the vehicle while moving at high speed.
He can't hear the comlink?
I
He's
am
an
a
air
fucking
elemental.
air elemental.
The
By the
comlink
way,
is in his coat.
I wonder if Creek checked if I can even become an air elemental, or if he just trusts me that. Yeah, he can probably do it.
Don't
Yeah.
know, we just make up a reason anyway.
So yeah, I mean, you're not really an air elemental, you just have most of the characteristics of an air elemental.
I can actually become one because I have Alteration 6.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much, you know, you're as close to an air elemental as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So there is this sort of finger-long middle section between two lights right above the place where the doors split. And you can actually lift it off.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
You now have it in your hand. It's like a little metal covering.
Uh-huh. And is that the device that was
No, the
described
device
to-
is underneath that.
Okay, so I'll open it.
I mean, no, you now have the covering in your hand, and the device is there.
I'll remove it. Then
But you have already removed it. That is why you have the covering in your hand.
I'm confused. I asked if I have the device, and you said no.
No, the device is attached to the vehicle underneath the covering that you have just removed, which is now inside of your hand.
Okay, I shall get rid of the. Well, do I need the covering? No, I'll just go ahead and. What, do I have a pocket? Well, I'm just gonna leave the covering kind of floating inside me for a bit and remove the device.
Okay, I'm just gonna
throw
let
it
you do
away.
that without having to have you roll for the boon, because that's very interesting. Yes. Fuck, I'm wrong browser. Jesus Christ.
We should probably throw the receiver or transmitter in a tunnel.
Now let me open this character sheet.
Oh boy, it's gonna
What the
gonna hurt.
Fuck, roll 20. Oh, Jesus Christ! I have to reload this page. Wait a significant period of time because roll 20 is a dick.
Yeet,
They're
boy.
run by commies. What do you expect?
I don't think that is true.
Actually, I think at least one of them is.
Disadvantage 2, actually. You're in luck. The thing behind you, the big VTOL, shoots at this air elemental in the middle of the street. Some of the bullets hit the car, but they just sort of plink off. Do they hit you?
Oh yes, they hit me hard. Let's see. I take 17.
Do you want to be?
Unless
no, I
my
can't do that because I can't see you.
Unless my attributes are different due to being an air elemental.
I mean, you'd have higher agility.
How much higher?
Like 3? You'd have no social stats.
Okay, so 3. Okay, so I will take 14.
Yes.
I don't think I can run interception from where I am.
Okay, what bane does it apply?
It actually doesn't apply a bane.
Okay. So I just take a bunch of damage, and I'm like, oof, feels like my form is getting destabilized.
Very much
Okay,
so.
did I successfully get rid of the very, very annoying
So the
device?
thing with the tracking device, right, is that it contains a very important connector that sort of keeps power running through the entire vehicle. They did this on purpose so people couldn't do what you are trying to do. There is a very good chance that if you remove this thing, the vehicle will lose power.
Aha.
So, you will have to roll logic, and you will have to roll logic with disadvantage 1, because your physical form is being destabilized.
I shall attempt to roll presence instead and hope that luck guides my way. May the lady protect.
Okay, you can do that.
Let's see.
Still the disadvantage, but,
Yes. Disadvantage 1. I am focusing on the things. Okay, so presence with disadvantage 1.
And now I will randomly determine the DC for this.
Rough times, my boys.
Rough
times.
times. You, as you feel your form slipping away, you just sort of grab the thing and you pull, and sort of wires come out, and the vehicle keeps going.
Yay!
Thank goodness. I shall now go ahead, and after I did that, I will go whew, and turn into a little bird, something like a pigeon, and fly back into the car.
First, the railgun gets another attack.
Yeah.
Because you're turning into a smaller thing, I'll give you 3.
It's, by the way, it takes me a bonus action to transform, not a regular action. It's a very fast process.
Yeah, I realize this.
Not a bonus, a
What
minor.
the fuck?
Do you want me to? No, I still don't think I can run interception where I am.
I don't die. I'm okay. I'm not dead.
I want one of these.
I take 15, but I'm alive, my dudes.
This time it actually applies persistent damage.
Okay, so I get into the car. I am a little bird now. I am bleeding. Julius.
Yes,
Not
calm
Julius. More like chip, 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 chip.
Wait, so I got it here. I try and shoo it away.
You motherfucker!
Oh my god, this is
This is a really
brilliant.
good. That is a really good reaction. I like that.
This is 100% the reaction that Julius would have, though.
What the fuck is this bird doing here? Get the fuck
Well,
I know.
well,
That's beautiful.
well, Krieg, we're now in an we're in an invisible vehicle. I have 5 HP and I'm bleeding to death. I'm gonna untransform from a bird into myself again.
Try not to kick anybody while you're doing that.
I'm gonna stop sustaining now. I need what level of persistent damage is it?
It is the, I think the highest.
So I take 2d6.
Roll your 2d6. Oh my fucking
So
god.
Julius, I am now unconscious.
Oh, hi.
Yes, and now the vehicle is not invisible anymore. And I'm
Woo!
dying on the floor. Can you please stop being retarded now?
No, that was a good character.
No, no,
role. He
no,
gets a
no.
legend
You
point
have
for
to,
that.
if you're gonna do this, because you must at the same time do the run the vehicle, you will have to make a regular action roll for this. Because you have to concentrate on several things.
No, I'm literally just take my arm, needle in him.
That's not how this works. You're gonna have to do both.
We literally have 2 people that can heal. Can you please
Or,
fucking...
you know, there's just another guy who can heal. Yeah, that's also true.
I don't know what's going on. I'm at the turret.
No, you are not at the turret. Literally, the guy's right next to you. There is a console for the turret.
Oh, I
All
thought
right,
I was
then,
in a
Krieg.
fucking
I
turret.
guess
That's
I
my bad.
have to do the roll.
Excellent. You apply your healing serum while at the same time not at all losing control of the vehicle. And your powerful medicines restore health to...
Krieg, hold on. No, this is still my turn. You don't have to roll, Donovan.
Oh, yes. Keep
Damn!
applying. Keep applying. Keep applying. That's 2 more d10s, right?
Wait, he shouldn't have any Banes. He's
No, look.
He had persistent damage.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was unconscious, so was
So that doesn't remove the fucking veins, does it?
No,
Oh,
that
sorry.
would mean...
I'm thinking 5e per.
So do
Okay.
you still have persistent damage?
No, I do not.
Oh,
Actually, no, yes, I do because it's a level 9 Bane. I'm gonna need to do a resist roll on my turn. Constantine, can you also do a heal action, please?
Okay.
Okay, I will roll the healing dice.
Booyah!
That's all pretty good.
It's also not enough.
Ooh. Wait, no, that's not 2d6. That's not power level 5.
Let's see. The DC is
Power level 5 is 2d6.
No,
That is not power level 5.
That's persistent damage to d6 damage is power level 9. Now restoration requires.
should be
It
rolling a
literally
3d8.
says heal 2d6 is power level 5 of heal in your own healing
I
description.
thought we were talking about Constantine's. Sorry.
I mean, Constantine isn't doing it on. He's doing power level 8.
The DC to Restoration Away the Bane is 38. So I will just try to do a resist roll as normal.
Go ahead.
Gonna try to stem my own bleeding by weaving my flesh back together.
That's pretty good.
That horribly fails. I take 2d6 damage.
As you do this, the mounted the VTOL, there is a fucking hammering goes through the vehicle as the huge VTOL that is behind it does significant amounts of damage to it.
Fire!
Okay, Constantine, hold the gun, start shooting. I'm gonna try to not die, okay?
I'm gonna say,
what,
you take
what
the wheel,
stats do I
can
get
help
with
you.
that with the turret gun? Is it just the same as mine right now? or-
No. Give me a
Stat
sec. Let me do so. Let me give me a second. 36. There you go. What the? That's pretty decent. Yeah, the vehicle.
Technically,
The
we
vehicle is shaken completely and very strongly. Well, do you have a higher agility than 8?
Me? No.
Then it is agility 8. So that's 1d20 and 3d8.
Krieg, we technically need an initiative wheel now.
We actually do, don't we? Yeah. Let's everyone sort of act. Everyone sort of roll. He gets to. This is the
So appropriate.
Excellent. Turn timer. There we go. No. You individually. The car doesn't get a turn. The car just acts on your turns, depending on what you guys do.
No, technically the vehicle just did an action.
Yeah, but it was Constantine's action. I mean, the
What action?
VTOL,
I
the
didn't do
VTOL
anything.
gets actions because no, that's not you. That's he's a 17, isn't he? Uno, and you were 11. Ah, there we go. And no, that's not what I want to do. Descending. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is basically what just happened. The VTOL did the action there as was correct in its initiative order. Yes, now Dollmaker gets to do things.
Yay!
Okay.
Now watch and be amazed.
Shoot the fucking thing down.
This machine is not really all that easy to control. It's sort of just in the general direction of the VTOL, but none of the bullets seem to hit it.
Did you give it the guided weapons property by any chance?
Yeah, it's the one where if he had a higher, than that is, it uses agility 8 because that is the ability of the.
Yeah, I bumped my agility 8 to that temporarily, so just
Yeah.
to roll that easily.
When you shoot this gun, you shoot with agility 8, unless you would have had a higher agility or logic level, if you could justify it that way. In which case,
Figure this out.
That's not what guided weapons is. Guided weapons is advantage on the d20.
oh no, then that's not what it's a different property that I forget what it's called right now.
Yeah, it's called targeted weapons.
Yeah, precisely that one.
Okay, so this doesn't have guidance; it's just targeted.
No.
Yes. Okay. Julius, could you?
I'm gonna do a jump out of the seat and do a delayed action, get in the seat and drive.
Wait, what? You were going to jump out of the driver's seat and jump into the driver's seat and drive?
No, I'm gonna jump out of the driver's seat and tell Valentin drive.
Oh, so you switch places. Okay.
Yeah, and then with the later, that's just my move action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna delay my, let's see, 4 healing turns to do it on him.
Yes. I assume that Valentine just, you sort of climb over each other while one of you is constantly holding the wheel. And this actually goes quite well. It's really just a high-speed car chase and 2 people climbing over each other in a confined space. Yeah, you are now Valentine behind the wheel.
Can you, instead of doing restoration, give me... Oh, fucking Christ, that's a lot. Okay.
Did you ever roll a 3d8 I gave you?
You heal 75 HP.
You're pretty healthy.
Yeah. Let's see. What I need to do is get rid of the fucking bleeding. So I'm gonna use my move action to resist.
Well, then you used your major action to switch seats, so you're going to use your move action to resist.
God damn it.
I'm definitely gonna need somebody's
this-
help.
This Bane is gonna be sustained for a minute.
Why do you have a skull?
To count how many times I failed the Bane.
I should use a bleed icon instead.
There is no such thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You'd think that there would be such a thing, but there is not.
Yes. I get in the driver's seat, I believe, then? Yes?
Yes, you are in the driver's seat.
Okay.
I have an icon that I'm at the turret. It's shooting a man.
Yes. Okay, my turn is over.
We're
Oh,
gonna die.
actually, no. I can use a bonus action to invoke shapeshift, and I will attempt to... What would be a tanky form? Would being an earth elemental make me more tanky, Krieg?
Yeah, but it would also make you incapable of grabbing the wheel of an automobile.
That is true. How about a troll?
Sure.
Okay,
It would make you, have to hunch over in the confined space of this vehicle, so you might wake up with back pain tomorrow.
I can literally shape my bones. This is fine.
Okay.
Quite fine.
The other VTOL, which was in front, now sort of falls back and takes aim at the Nilpferd.
God, this is gonna suck.
It's going to suck ass, my friend. Ass.
You see, if I was healed and we were still invisible, this would not be AIDS cancer.
So the first one does... come on. Roll 20. Don't be a dick. The first one doesn't seem to hit you very much this time. There's a rattling that goes through the vehicle, but it's not all that terrible. The second one, however, the situation becomes a little... Ah, wait, that's the wrong button that I just pressed. Situation becomes a little more difficult. And just something in this vehicle that is important is broken now. Something really important. There's this howling coming from the suspension bed, and it feels like the vehicle is not responding to your movements as much as it used to.
They stole our camaraderie.
But it is still functional.
Okay.
Dome.
I know what's happening, but I won't go into details.
Is it bad? Or
It is
very
bad. It is bad. We lost a DT.
You lost a what?
Go ahead and explain it.
Vehicles have an HP stat and a durability stat, basically. It's like a secondary HP pool. Every time their HP goes to 0, we lose a rank of DT, and that makes the vehicle worse. When it gets to 0, our vehicle is destroyed. And we lost a rank now.
Okay, next time, just try to get us invisible if you can, right?
Doing that is very difficult. I doubt I can succeed again.
Okay, I'm gonna throw 2 legend points on my agility.
Actually, you will have to roll with disadvantage 1.
Yes, this is the consequence of losing DT. Disadvantage 1 on everything.
Well, everything the vehicle does.
Yes, it's still pretty bad.
How would you... I'm gonna... are you okay if I roll this for you, then, so you don't have to put in any weird numbers? Constantine.
No, I put the score as 8 right now.
Yeah, it scores 8, but you have to roll with do you want? Normally, you'd have to roll with disadvantage 1. Is there really anything you want to do about that or not?
Oh, I put on 2 legend points. So
Okay, so you would roll with advantage 1 now,
yeah, right.
and +1 also. Well, +2 actually.
Son of a bitch.
No, that's actually this one.
It's a 30. It's a 30. Does he get to apply a Bane?
How did you do that?
It's a VTOL. I don't think I do.
You hit the thing. Most of it sort of glances off. Some of your bullets also miss. But I mean, you know, they hit, technically speaking.
Are they anywhere close enough for me to inflict a bane or no? Or are they still far
no,
away?
like you could. The ballista gun can shoot at it, but
Okay.
they're too far away. They're like a 200 meters away.
I'm not very good with I'm not very good with guns.
Well, it's not really your gun stat that is at play here, is it?
No, but it's just like a character thing probably at this point.
Actually, I should probably put them both sort of here. 60.
Could you summon some lightning elementals and shoot them? The planes.
Not very in character, is it? Yeah, so the plane it's taken a little bit of damage, like some covering a piece of metal has been chipped off. But it's still very much in excellent shape. Now, just to give you an idea of where you are geographically speaking, you are in the bottom area, where it curves around and moves toward. You're at the strait in the bottom area of Boulogne.
A86, right?
Yes, it's right where the border is. Like the border of Boulogne runs across that street, along
Yeah.
that street.
Yeah, the border, like, and we're gonna go towards the roundy part of Antony.
Yes, precisely.
So are we in the Vitry sur Seine or no?
That is a completely different region.
Yes.
I'm not good at maps. I apologize.
Boulogne.
Don't worry.
Oh no, we're only there.
It's dark green.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You're
Sorry.
in the south, at the bottom, and the stretch of highway there. That highway is where you're on, the one where the border runs over.
All right.
Yes, that is your current situation. I should check if this is probably good visible. Okay. Julius, it is now your turn.
I could probably use somebody to buff up my agility with beta blockers, maybe. Just saying.
What do you have with the fucking beta blockers? What are you, Alex Jones now?
No, but they'll help. Flavor-wise.
They stop you
Like
from
they-
being beta or something? Julius.
No, beta blockers help calm the nerves and makes it easier for snipers to get an accurate shot.
But you're not. I mean, that's not the. Ah, well, though, you know what? I'll allow it if it just increases your concentration.
Basically, I'm just gaining advantage on agility. 'cause I'm
You'll be
trying-
able to manage this machine better. It's not, entirely congruent with the rules, but I'll allow it. That you get the beta bullcockers. Yes, okay. Julius
Anyone else hurt?
has injected Constantine with beta bullcockers.
Yay!
Valentine, are you still? What's your HP? What's your outrage level at?
My HP is fine, but I'm gonna keep taking 2d6 every round.
Give him regeneration.
No. I get one more resist, and we hope for the best.
Loki.
Resist roll fails horribly. I am now
Fucking
stuck
hell.
with this. Okay, it's thankfully only 4. Let's hope these D6s don't explode, shall we?
You are currently in charge of the vehicle. What
yes.
do you do?
Yes. Let us see. This is not really Valentine's element, so to speak.
No shit.
No shit at all, my dude.
Trying invisibility again.
That's not gonna
let's
succeed.
see. No,
won't.
no, it won't. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and try to haste the vehicle, as that is supposedly easier. What is the disadvantage for that, Krieg?
4. If you want to do it in precisely the same way as earlier.
Yes. Very, very well. Am I sustaining any boons right now? I am not, except the shapeshift. Bolster will take a major, so I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it, my dudes. Okay, I give it the minor haste.
Yeah. The momentum of the vehicle is carried forward a little bit faster, not noticeably so.
Plus 10. It's plus 10, Krieg. Come on. It's plus 10.
However, it's going to be slightly more difficult to control at this point.
I am aware.
Not noticeably so, because it's not that much faster, but it is faster.
Yes.
You would now be at around, you know, when with the Avenue de l'Europe crosses with the Avenue Montsallier. That's there's a big intersection a bit earlier, and it goes further there. And oh, that's actually double avenue. Why do they? I mean, there's like parallel streets. They have the same name, and they do that twice. What the fuck is wrong with you, Paris?
So Frank, where are we now? What's the place called?
We're getting to the curvy road. Yes.
Yes, you are getting to the curvy road. You will soon be at the. It'll take like 2 more turns, and you will be at the curvy road.
Okay, guys, shoot good. If you have any resources to burn, this is the time.
I'm gonna say let me man the turret once for a bit.
I've got an
N-
advantage in
does
agility
nothing.
right now. It's best for me.
It literally does nothing, Crabfish.
But I have legend points.
I have 4 as well.
Do me a solid, and let's see what it would be extremely useful at the moment. Apply.
Can you summon?
No,
go
he can't summon shit. Apply resistance to the car.
Precisely what would he be doing to make that happen?
Nanomachines.
Actually, could you just use a major action to bandage me up? That will give me a free action resist roll with advantage 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna try to fix you up.
Hold up, but right now it's not his turn.
On Julius's turn. Like
Yeah.
we're
So
planning...
did you do anything else there, Valentine, on your turn?
No, this is all I can do.
Okay. It is now time for the VTOLs.
That's gonna suck.
Oh boy.
Son of a bitch.
Quite terrible.
Can't roll protection because I need to shoot on the next round.
Yep.
One of them does, it's some plating, you see Valentine in the rear mirror, some of the side plating just sort of falls off. There's still an additional layer of armor beneath that, because this is an armored transport, but, you know, things are not looking great. Then, let's, yes, there we go. No, come on, please, roll 20. There we go. Then the other one just really hits home hard. It's the hydraulics bed cries even more now, and there's a short whip in the motor, and a big shiver goes through the machine. It catches itself almost immediately, but there is a sort of wavering in the way that it drives now, and it's now considerably more difficult to control at high speeds.
Disadvantage 2. Unless we dead ass lost 2 DTs, in which case disadvantage 3.
No, you did not lose 2 DTs. This is an armored vehicle. After all, for military purposes, it's got a lot of redundancies.
Constantine, shoot the one that you were already shooting, please.
What if I spend all 4 legend points and shoot both of them?
That
That's
would
multi-target.
exactly.
So that would be advantage 3 then.
Disadvantage 2 for the multi-target.
Yeah, so I would be at 5.
And also
so-
disadvantage 2 because of the thing is currently being everything that the vehicle does has disadvantage 2.
Everything in vehicle is. Okay, so now I'm just at regular, so that would be advantage.
Yeah, but you have advantage 2 from me.
Yeah, so that's just regular, so I should... If I put 4 points in a target both, I get advantage 2. Is it worth it? Do you think I should do it?
Advantage 2 with +4 with an attribute of 8 to hit both of them. We're in a desperate situation. We need a high roll.
Give it.
Okay, so just target the 1 with 4?
No, target both of them.
Alright.
Actually,
Target both of them.
I'm gonna, just because I'm a nice DM, target one of them.
Okay. That's with advantage 4 then, right?
Yeah. Advantage 4
Oh,
plus.
fuck you!
That's a 29 though.
That is a 29. Once again, there is some damage taken near the cockpit, and it sort of swerves a little bit. Not much happens. Julius.
I called the Johnsons. We need aerial support.
No. Fucking help me.
Oh,
with
yeah,
resist. Help me.
Oh
with
yeah, I'm
resist
gonna
roll.
bandage you up.
Okay, 2d20s. Both of these fail.
Oi, oi, oi.
Let's see. Bandage a little bit of HP because 30. What are the chances that 2d6s explode into a 30?
Well, considering that an advantage 4 3d8 agility roll just resulted in a 25, I'd say like 90%.
Yeah. Feeling that feel, right, Krieg? The quad D6 explosion. Are you feeling it, Krieg?
100%.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Let's see. I doubt our Johnson can help with fucking anything. The Johnsons are very rarely truly useful in situations like this. Plus, they won't really have the time.
Fixer.
Do me a solid. Heal me up.
How much?
I only need 4, so you know. It's mostly to top it off.
Here we go.
We don't have any lore-friendly way for you to apply boons to vehicles.
No.
As per myself, I will apply bolster to my presence. Yeah. And I will look for a way to grab some cover from these fucking things.
Well, this is a highway.
I know. Do I see an exit?
Well, let me just look at the map. The next exit ahead actually is 1 turn away. But that would drive you straight into Boulogne-Billancourt, which is a fairly high security area that is very well urbanized and has little chance of giving you a hiding place.
And how long until we get into Antony, which is a sea security zone?
It's 2 turns until you cross the border, but it will be 3 turns until you are actually able to leave the highway.
Can we do it, my dudes?
How much DT would such this car have possibly?
Not that much.
I think it's
Look. We're gonna need to count on RNGesus. So my turn is applying bolster to my own fucking that presence, and that's about it. Your turn
we're gonna need some sort of backup plan for the items.
Dude, mission failure is always an option.
Yeah.
Also 2d6. Okay, it's only 3. It's only 3, my dudes. And I believe it is the AWOL's turn now, Creed.
No, it's your turn. And what you will have to do is, because this vehicle has become a bit difficult to handle, you're gonna have to make a presence roll.
Okay, with my bolster applied, yes?
Certainly.
Very well.
Or agility, depending on whether we want to rely on one of them.
Do I have disadvantage too due to the state of the vehicle?
No, but you have to roll due to the state of the vehicle. Well, let's hope that RNGesus doesn't fuck you as I randomly calculate the DC of this.
The 40 Krieg, that's like beyond the legendary roll. These in open legend rarely go beyond 25.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, it's perfect. It's just like it is as though the gods themselves are steering this vehicle.
What? Are you rolling a 1d100 for the DC Greek?
No, I'm rolling I'm rolling 3d100s.
Fuck.
Holy shit!
No,
And he's multiplying them.
often I just roll 3d12s because I feel like the d12 is very underused in this game.
Dude, 3d12s, are they exploding?
They can. Sometimes.
This
if
is
it's
a very...
if it's very
this is-
difficult. It's most of the time I don't do it like that.
I really feel like I need to literally send you to the fucking running the game section, Krieg. Triggering me hard right now, but let's continue.
Listen,
Let's
I'm the
continue.
GM and I can do what I want. But it goes swimmingly. One of the VTOLs sort of goes. It blinks. It has blinking lights. Seems to have some sort of trouble with its engines, and it sort of rapidly just falls back by a significant amount. And it's, in fact, so far away that it can't really hit you anymore. And there's a message from your Johnson that says, "A little gift from your new neo-anarchist friends. We are very, very much watching your progress. We have bets going on, and I actually bet on you succeeding, so please do."
We will succeed with the power of Eurobeat.
Krieg, put on Deja Vu.
Deja vu.
Yeah, then the gun will
We have
fire.
no right to succeed this mission.
Whoa! Somewhat confused by the sudden departure of his friend, and by the airstream that this has created, must the other VTOL must perform a sideways pirouette, which is not a barrel roll. The barrel roll is a completely different thing than what a barrel roll is in that game.
Why couldn't he do a barrel roll?
I mean, it
An
could do a
actual
barrel
one.
roll, but that would be very counterproductive. Yeah, and that means that it cannot actually hit you this turn. The bullets impact in the asphalt all around you, and maybe one of them shatters against the still quite heavy armor of this vehicle, but otherwise you're fine. Dollmaker.
Alright. Well, I can only do one thing. I can't do a focus action with this unless, yeah, I
I
can't.
mean, you're not moving, are you?
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, it's a technically I'm operating a console, so I'm not sure. Oh.
You're sitting
guess
down operating a console. That's pretty, you know. I would
Yeah, I
allow a
guess I can
focus
add-
action here.
Alright, I'll do a focus action. I'll just have the flavor that I took a swig of rum to calm my nerves.
Or, you know, some extra time. But go ahead.
It's the flavor reason. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Boom. Yeah, your bullets once again fly, but much like before, they don't really do very much damage.
I don't know why I can't roll anything higher than that.
I mean, that is a decent roll, I suppose.
He has betrayed you long ago, Constantine.
Yeah, you shouldn't have prayed to the voodoo gods, man. There is no RNG lower.
Actually, I think there is a gambling.
You have
word, but-
consistently the worst dice rolls.
Yeah, but you didn't pray to him enough, so.
Yeah,
that's-
like it's not even your fault. It's just the dice.
Yes,
I'm gonna swap-
I've never met a player who rolls this poorly, this consistently.
I know.
It's like you
Across
loaded your
multiple
virtual
sessions.
dice against yourself.
I love how it's consistent across multiple sessions. Like he does succeed, but many times he would have like really high rolls on things that are not very relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, I am trying to open this can of beans. 60.
Rip it open and beans are everywhere. It's
It's so open. The can of beans just turns into a metal plate on the spot.
And it
It's
also you
horrendous.
open it with such a speed that the beans are now cooked.
No, I open it and there's a finger in there, and I win a lawsuit.
yes.
Oh man, that's the high
That's pretty good.
level of success.
That's a very high level of success. Julius, what do you do?
I
Make your move action to take me out of the seat and take my spot.
fuck it. Might as well try. I push you out of the way while I but the first heal.
Move along, son. I have legend points.
So Constantine just falls right the fuck over. He's.
Yeah.
I'll take 3 damage for bumping my head or something.
What are you
Yeah, you the both and that's for Valentine and
Actually, you know what? Bumping your head hurts. I'm gonna take 6 damage.
well you only take 3.
Go ahead.
I'm being a good player. I'm coming up with good reasons.
No, I appreciate that you're a good player.
No,
It's not very good.
let us. No, gentle Julius. Pour your legend points and let us see how it rolls like a 12.
I want maniacal
Alright.
laughter out of your character if you just blow it out of the sky.
All right, I'm gonna do use 2 legend points to get it to or 3.
Remember, it's disadvantage 2 on it.
How many do you have?
10,
How many can you? What level are you?
5.
Use 6.
That would be advantage 4 then.
Are you also bolstered by any chance?
He might still have
Yes.
his agility bolster.
Yes, from the
Okay, advantage 6 plus 6. Fuck it.
let's
Actually-
go, boys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, that's a 41.
That's better than what I was doing.
No shit. Yeah, that actually you do get that actually does hit quite a bit. It's still the thing still looks in very very good condition, but you do get to apply a bane.
I believe that considering the way combat has been going, vehicles don't apply banes to each other. Yes.
I mean you could. Let's just say that you can.
Okay,
Let's go for
veins?
something simple.
Yeah, let's
like-
go for something that actually makes sense.
All right, can I apply the death bane?
No,
No,
you
like-
cannot. You can also not apply incapacitate.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, like,
Can
like
you-
persistent damage or stun or slow.
That kind
Let's
of
go
thing.
with
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah,
We kind of
slow
want
it down.
slow. We want this thing to lose us.
Yeah,
let's-
you
let's-
actually
let's-
hit one of the engines, and
That actually makes sense flavor-wise.
Got that motherfucker!
And we're still fast, by the way. We got like a plus 10 to our speed,
Well, you-
even though.
marginally faster.
You see this? Now, I am a fucking cramped up troll right now, listening to Eurobeats, kind of nodding my heads.
It's like 100%
I listened to Deja Vu
30-year-old
and it did
Beamer.
nothing for me.
I am
Truly,
disappointed in Deja Vu.
There's
I'm going to
no
listen to
hope-
One Punch Man because the last time I had that playing, I fucking
Okay.
rocked.
Okay. Listen to Gas, but not the Jews.
Aw,
Valentine, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Let's see. I am generally okay. I shall. Well, I will stop sustaining the transformation, so I'm less worried about getting shot. And let's see. The speed of the car is stronger.
Yeah, and the VTOL had to, it's not a lot of speed decrease that it suffered,
Yeah,
but it's a good speed decrease.
yeah, it's half of its movement speed, literally.
So it's still, it's still massively fast, but it's massively slower than it was before.
Okay. I am going to. Is this even doable? I will attempt to bolster the car instead of hasting it.
What?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Basically, instead of pouring my mana into it to forcibly make it go faster, I will simply try to control it better. To essentially remove the disadvantage.
So I have a suggestion. Maybe you. But no, that's not really.
I will explain. No, let me explain how. I'm basically gonna say, with this car at the moment, everything's gonna work just fine. The wheel's gonna turn, the engine will not burn, and we're gonna make it fine. I'm gonna apply essentially bolster to the car, but just essentially channeling kind of good luck and success into the car.
Well,
So
because that is a car, it would have the disadvantage of 4.
Yes. However, it is boon focus. But I'm guessing that boon focus will not automatically succeed right now.
Well, then I'll just make a regular action roll.
Yes. Let's see. I have advantage 2, even if it is not an auto success, and I have bolstered presence. It is technically advantage 4.
No, that's what, I'm letting you roll. I just had regular roll because you get rid of the advantage 4.
Okay, so I give it advantage 1. The car,
Yeah.
things are okay.
It's the little armored transport that could.
Yes.
Now,
the one thing that you will realize though is that my magic has a slight side effect on the car due to my shamanic / wizardy nature. It is now pink.
the car
Yes,
is
you
now
do.
pink. Because the car now bawling.
Yes.
It's the Fossimobile.
Constantine feels very uncomfortable about this.
No. Here's the thing. If I would have managed to get the level 2 of bolster, the car would be instead a hot purple, and it would kind of
It would be a lowrider.
vaporwave would start playing.
With golden
doesn't have-
feathers.
Does it have a
But we're not
pussy
there.
magnet installed?
Not there yet. Okay. It is now the vehicles, not the vehicles, the evil. What's the name of this thing?
VTOL.
VTOL. Yes.
Well, this thing, it's a bit farther away. It can't aim as well as it could.
I
And
should
it's gonna
take
fall behind very quickly.
Okay, I want to take some evasive maneuvers.
I would recommend you don't do that because it's not worth it.
Oh, come on, it's a defense action. What else am I
No,
going to do
don't.
with my action?
I mean, if you want to, you could.
I could just roll entropy instead. But...
No. Come on. The vehicle is pink. I want to take evasive maneuvers.
You're gonna have to manage getting off the thing. Okay. You actually managed to evade the trail of bullets that have come your way.
And now I'm no longer sustaining my shapeshift, so you just hear me kind of under my breath. It's like, everything's gonna be alright, little one. We're just gonna low ride into the sunset.
Okay. Dollmaker.
Everybody's pretty much taking care of bolster and everything else, right?
Yeah? You're useless.
Pretty much. I guess I can.
Holy, that's so fucking cruel, DS. Holy shit!
You know what? Fuck it, you hurt my feelings. I'm gonna go lie down in bed.
Okay. Constantine, can you apply resistance to the vehicle?
How the fuck would you figure a death magic would give it any resistance?
Just kind of apply an entropic cover shield on it, so that any
Yeah,
bullet-
but entropy isn't resistance. Resistance is pretty much protection and alteration.
you have access to it. Let's check.
I mean, I have creation, but I don't think resistance is creation.
It might be. I wouldn't, I wouldn't
No, it's
discount it.
alteration, energy, movement, and protection.
So no.
Oh, well, I'm gonna try it.
I can roll insubstantial.
Oh.
We are gonna be in the pink ghost mobile.
Well, if
You
you
know
if you want to roll disadvantage 6 on that, you could.
You know what?
I get
Fuck-
disadvantage 4.
6, because
fuck
this is a major thing with the vehicle.
Yeah, but
Much
these
like the
still-
invisibility. was a
Except I have entropy boost too.
Well, if you have entropy boost too, then you get disadvantage
well-
4.
Fuck it. Try. Why not? Let's be in the pink ghost mobile. Fuck it.
I want a promise from Craig that nothing bad's going to happen. If I fail.
Let's see if I
think we both know that that's not how this game works.
Okay, if everything bad happens, I want it to happen to Constantine and not the car.
Not the car.
And
It's the Pustamobile. Nothing bad has happened.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just fuck it.
come on, man.
Well, that
Oh my
happened.
god. Why?
All
Why?
my friends.
Oh.
know
Oh wait, that's
all
advantage
about it.
4.
You
Oh.
fucked up. You fucked up so bad.
Try this again. There you go. That's much more like it.
Yes.
None of my friends know the low rider.
Wait, actually, no. What we do is that we get rid of the 3, the 18, the 6, and the 6, and we just keep them as disadvantage, and we keep the lowest. So that's an 11, a 6, a 1, a 3, and a 6. 11, 1, 3, 6. That's gonna be like what? That's a 9. That's 20. That's 21. 21 is not enough. Fails.
No, that's not.
The low rider
25 is a
doesn't
7, right?
become insubstantial.
We won't be busting real good this time.
God damn, man! I wish we had a ghost low rider. You know, the one time when you have a really high roll.
Yeah, it's so fucked up, dude. This is classic Grice, honestly.
Mocking you, my son.
Have you considered suicide at this point?
Gods are mocking
Every day, to be honest. Every day I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna roll the dice, and I just
Every day I'm suffering. Every day I'm suffering.
You should never go to Vegas, mate.
What's funny is that when I go to the casino, I actually walk out $100 richer on average.
But do you roll the dice though, or do you go to the slot machines?
No, I just go to like the card games, man.
Yeah, see, we should play. We should
Also
play,
slot machines too.
We should
but-
play fucking what's it called? Savage Worlds. That one works with cards. That you'd always have the highest fucking initiative, apparently.
Maybe.
Julius.
Although I did win $200 on the slot machine once.
Julius, can you like nuke this fucking thing?
4 legend points. Here we go.
Fuck it. Come on, roll like a 50 or something. Okay,
Well,
that's
4 legend points would still be advantage 2 because the
No, but
vehicle is...
I bolstered on agility.
Okay. Is it a double bolster?
And actually, he should have advantage 5 because I'm reducing 1 disadvantage. 'cause the
Yes,
car
he should. Please roll again with advantage 5.
Unless it's less.
Yeah, unless
We
it's
keep-
less. Yeah.
Keep, well, not exactly. Roll 1d8 exploding instead. Roll
Yeah, that
1d8
works too.
exploding. If it's above 5, we take it.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 47.
Yeah. Let me just do the math on this.
I know this campaign is probably going to end soon. That's the only reason I'm sticking with Constantine, because I want to try to play guy fresh.
Yeah, this is a brilliant shot. You hit the whole machine quite severely. It's still in the air and it's probably gonna stay up in the air for a while. But holy shit!
Oh my
It's
fucking
really
god!
Staggering.
Krieg,
Yes.
my flaw! It's meta!
Okay. Can we
My addiction
somehow-
gambling, it's meta!
It's ultra
Okay.
meta. Bane.
stun the fucking thing?
Yeah, stun.
Or wait, what's more friendly? Persistent damage?
Well, you could stun it. It wouldn't, it would force it to retreat.
Yeah, let's stun it.
I think Constantine should just sit in the corner. all the
I'm
time.
gonna look smug at Constantine. That's how you aim a gun.
Remember, I can kill you.
Remember, I can revive myself.
That is such a friendly conversation.
Not
Remember,
sure if you
friend,
can revive yourself.
I can
Not sure how that will work.
Like, just give me a couple more sessions. A couple more sessions, and I can fucking death you, son.
So yeah, the VTOLs have fallen too far behind. There's still no police response. It's almost as though Zedacorp had sort of tried to avoid a police response with this.
Oh, their stocks would take a major hit.
I mean, you know, not necessarily.
Okay, guys, are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
Okay,
Step on the
Greek,
gas.
I wanna try to turn the car into a hot purple.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
try to turn it
roll,
into
roll
substantial
just
so it can-
straight up alteration.
Tried so hard.
Son of a bitch.
The pink gets a little darker. That's what happens.
We're getting there, boys. We're getting there.
You know what? Constantine knocks himself out. He's used up too much energy. He's out of it. That's all there is to it.
Oh god, I think the dwarf likes the machine gun a bit too much.
That's this skull. This right here is how I feel right now.
Yeah, you are now in town, basically, and you are no longer being pursued.
Do we successfully reach the destination without further incident?
You are no longer asleep.
What the actual fuck?
What the fuck?
This actually would explain his behavior.
What did you just do?
The best
What did
thing,
you just do?
the best thing about it is that it says, "Get woke, man!" Oh my god, I have to screenshot this. This is
What
brilliant.
did you do, Julius?
It's too,
69D10.
What did you do?
it's too
He
pure
injected
cocaine.
himself.
It's pure
Oh,
Greek,
Constantine, you are no
just tried
longer
to have-
asleep.
did he just fucking kill our necromancer with an OD?
Wait, he put it on me?
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, it's not like it would affect anything.
this is
I mean,
the guy is actually Pablo Escobar now.
Let's blow shit up and do cocaine, boys.
There you go. There's the icon for cocaine.
Oh,
Well, I'm just looking at the back of the car like, oh,
You want some?
this cannot possibly be good. I usually cannot refuse, but like I'm kind of driving right now.
Like these are all
Why?
the icons for cocaine right now.
Greek, DM, what is actually the fuck happening right now?
well, you drive through the largely devastated area, which you remember from sort of last week when you were also here and it was full of fucking bug spirits, of Antony. It's a good drive, you know. Nobody stops you. Local law enforcement still seem woefully disinterested, and yeah, you drive the last sort of 20 minutes of your trip to I have to post this in some Discord. This is just too fucking good. I'm sorry, but
I must ask, is he still alive?
he is still alive. Nothing actually happened.
Aw.
Yeah, and
I think that he was trying to inject cocaine, but all he did is inject an air bubble.
and you arrive at this sort of rural area where there people, you know, you notice on the roadside people getting a little more derelict, like outsidery, like a mixture of neo-anarchist and like a woodlands person.
Roll up the windows, lock doors.
And eventually, you can see it in the distance. You get to what appears to be a party. And a party is protected by people with heavy guns.
Did we just fucking deliver margaritas?
That's the best kind of party, my dude.
And you roll in with the big vehicle. People open the gate for you, and there's this cheering, and people are clapping all around. And standing in the middle of the whole crowd, being lifted in the air, is next to his sports car, which he used to drive here, Herr Schmidt.
Schmidt, my good friend. We have the goods.
Yeah, you have delivered the baking ingredients.
Uh-huh.
He goes to the rear of the vehicle, and he opens it. A bunch of the big troll and orky guys sort of pull out these huge fucking crates, and he uses his own DNA, which from the beginning was the only DNA that was coded into these boxes, to open them. And inside of these boxes are indeed what the neo-anarchists of Paris call baking ingredients. I am talking rifles. I am talking grenade launchers. I am talking grenades and landmines and detection equipment, personal shields, pistols,
Are there
submachine
chocolate
guns.
rifles? I don't like vanilla rifles. I like chocolate.
It's all chocolate.
I wouldn't mind taking one of those.
I'm
personal
talking
shield
all
units.
kinds of the latest, best, and most highly developed Zeta-Krupp, sometimes even experimental Zeta-Krupp military equipment.
Can we take some of this?
Nine, of course not, but you can have 12,000 nuyen.
Can I have a hug?
I will.
You can have all the
definitely-
hugs you want, my friend.
You
I-
want some of my
you give me a
cocaine?
hug?
Now, I'm not asking for extra cash because I asked for something else instead, Krieg.
Oh yes, I will definitely help you with that, my friend.
Thank you very much. It has been quite a night. We shall talk, yes?
Ah, please stay with us. We're going to celebrate tonight.
I am physically incapable of saying no to a celebration.
That is probably true. So
It
yeah,
is against my religion, literally.
Constantine, do you need therapy?
No.
so
No.
yeah, basically, this is where the session ends. You guys party with the neo-anarchists. They love the rum, by the way. Instead of going to the Le Grand Palais immediately, Valentine gets to bang a bunch of the more clean neo-anarchist chicks. The one hot elven chick that's always, there that everybody wants to bang. Valentine
But she's
gets
got
it.
armpit hair.
Well,
Obviously.
that's what the attractive perk is for.
Well, that's the one. That's the one that doesn't have armpit hair. And Julius,
Krieg, does this song play in the party?
please do not play any songs.
No. Check in general OC.
Might probably yes. And Julius has a riveting conversation with a bunch of people who are just as crazy as him, and they also very much enjoy his cocaine and other medicines. And it's a great party on the outskirts of civilization that's heavy with a kind of optimism that one could only have when one believes in a lost cause. And that is where I'm going to end today's session. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for playing. Basically, see you around, cunts. I'm going to stop the... Unless somebody wants to say anything.
Did we
Drummer
get the
kids,
good
drink
timeline?
and drive.
Oh,
Is this the good timeline?
you got almost the best timeline.
What was the worst timeline?
I am happy.
The destruction of the universe was the worst timeline.
I want to know how we would have accomplished that.
So
By
you know the
breaking
universe,
the meta narrative.
it would have been destroyed. That's how that would have happened.
How does us three people and a car destroy the universe?
Well, it had nothing to do with you at all. Like,
Oh.
it would just could be completely incidental.
Oh,
You see, every session, Krieg just rolls three D100s. If all of them are 100, universe ends.
Basically, that is true. Actually, you know what? I haven't done that this session yet. So
Give it XP and legend points.
I'm gonna do it right
Same
now.
as always, gentle. Same as always.
Um,
Plus 1 XP, plus 3 legend points. The usual.
where's my... I want to make this... I want to do this with sort of D100s that actually match. Because I don't actually have D100s, I just have the, you know, the special kind of D100. Now...
The weighted dice.
Yeah, they're not all 3 of them 100. Who would have guessed? So yeah,
Universe does not end.
that's it. Wait, 1 second.
You know, just the probability of 1 in 10,000.
Oh no! Look at that! No, yeah, it's fine. Nobody dies. Everything's great. Nice party. You each get 20,000 Nuyen and your usual rewards. And you...
Well, wait, 20,000? 90?
12,000.
Okay, 12,000.
And everyone is happy. And now I will say goodbye for good to everyone watching at home.
Good
See
night.
you around, cunts.
Remember to join the KKK.